Yes. Istv is back again. 3 years in a row. Goodness me. First of all, we have to thank this Almighty God upstairs, giving us this privilege. And that's why we are here today, to say thank you, Lord. I tell you, in everything you do, God got you. I have to welcome everybody once again. Yes, hero, just want to say thank you. The show tonight for 3 hours non-stop. This live streaming will go down in it tonight. I've been having the pleasure to have Bishop in the building and to get also joining me tonight. It's called for charity. Want to give back to the less privileged. On this show, sports charity show, live stream for 3 hours. Let's do this, people. Radio Vibes version. Let's smash like on the video. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I love people. Bishop all the way from Canada is joining me tonight. And to look at also all the way from my country, Nigeria, also joining me tonight. Let's rock tonight. We're going to make some donations. Contribute anyhow you want to do it for us. Link, you want to join us, the link is in the bio right there in the description. You can join us, just click the link, I'll put you on. All right, first of all, as I've said, I want to say big thanks to God for making this town. God did. Also to the family. Great family, man. They've been fantastic. I said I can do it. And that's what I'm doing. I also have the pleasure to say thank you to Richard Energy, fantastic brother. From another mother. One of a kind. Let me talk the additional. What's going on? I appreciate you so much, man. Always the big brother. I love him. Only Faiga. I remember. First person on my show, on Istv show. Only Faiga. From nowhere. Brother. Robbie. Fantastic brother. Margaret. Fantastic sister. On and on. Bishop joining me. Fantastic, brother. Olada. Big up, bro. I can see you. Johnny. All glory go to God for his loving kindness. I'll be calling some people, my friends, family, far and near. Big shout out to them. Mark, also from Canada. One love, bro. Ezekiel. We sponsor this. Ezekiel Shubo Ali Real Estate. Fantastic, brother. You want to buy a house in the United States or Canada? This man got you. Forget about it's too good. Easy. All right, I got to do this right now. Thank you all. Welcoming everybody onto this one. People, 3 years I've been doing this. I just want to say thank you, people. I really appreciate Intercontinental support. No doubt about it. God has been so good to us. Fantastic. All right, people. Welcoming everybody once again. It's 3 years. It's running so far. No doubt about it. Upside down. Senegal, can you hear me loud and clear? Senegal, can you hear me loud and clear? You're live. All right. Bishop, can you hear me loud and clear too? Bishop, can you hear me loud and clear? Mute your mic, I guess. I need to, unmute your mic. Bishop, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right.
But you are breaking a lot.
Oh, for real? Okay, so I'm gonna jump out and jump in.
Like now you've broken again. You just came back.
All right. Just hold on. I'm going to review my system.
And you said it's not from your side. You said no, that was the person complaining.
Yeah, everything looks good.
Nobody's complaining.
Yeah, Tenuga, can you hear me?
Let me change laptop. Let me change my computer.
It's also joining.
But let me change my computer so I'll be sure it's not from.
All right. Hello, Mark. Can you hear me, Mark? Bishop, you can hear me now?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Oh my goodness. People can hear me. Yes, shout out to these people, Jolie. Too. Happy anniversary. Thank you, sis. 3 years. Mark, it's not easy. Forget. It's not easy, Mark. Tell me something.
I had to take my stepson home past midnight yesterday, and I got back late, so I went to bed late, and that's why I couldn't join.
All right.
Right on time.
Yeah, we are live. Bishop, you are freezing up again. Hello, Bishop. Can you hear me now?
Just hold on. I'm trying to connect something.
Okay.
But your music is still breaking.
I know what to do. I think I need to restart my system then.
Hello, the Don. Can you hear me? Mark, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, you guys come back. Oh, okay. Thank you, man. Inbox is it? Just change my computer now.
Hello, Bishop.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I just restarted my system, so I
Oh,
think
it's better now.
yeah,
Yeah.
actually hanging from my side. Let me ask Tinuke, can you hear me? I think
she is not connected.
Mark is also around. All right. I think we're good to go. Yeah, Bishop, Alpha.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, we're 3 years. What do you want to say? 3 years in a row.
Yeah, 3 years in a row. Wow. Keeping a business up for 3 years in a country like that. Many people might not understand. It's not easy. No, there are business that people have started here and in 2 years they've closed, 3 years they've closed, 4 years nowhere to be found. Or they've tried another business. Yes, that's the most common one. They've tried another business. But they keep doing what you are doing, even when it's not working, even when there is nothing coming in. It can be frustrating sometimes, some evenings, some days. Many things can frustrate a man. Like, you are not just single. So if you are single, that just be like a risk you are taking. You are married, you have responsibilities to cater for. So it's not been easy. It's a well-deserved celebration, if I would say that. It's something to celebrate. Every year is something to celebrate, as long as it keeps going on. As long as it keeps going on, and it keeps getting stronger and stronger. That's what how it is. There'll be challenges on the way. There'll be issues on the way. There'll be times you feel discouraged, but there's something that keeps you going, and that's what we see in you. Your passion. After you start the show, you do that. Yes.
Yeah.
It's the passion. It's the passion that keeps you doing this kind of thing and keep going for 3 years. It's not been.
Yes.
And you are not only in US, you are also in Nigeria. I see the MPFL content. It's not easy. It's easier to cover foreign league than not local league.
Locally.
I wonder, you can go to some hostile ground and anything can happen.
Well,
Anything
absolutely.
can happen. So,
I don't know whether Tinuke can you hear us? It's joining us from Nigeria.
Yes,
And yeah, I think I can hear you now. Yeah, Tinuke, all the way from Nigeria, our beautiful country. How are you today? Our special
I'm
guest.
fine. Good evening. Good
Yes.
evening from this side. I know it's going to be here, so it's evening from this side of the world.
Yes. And also Mark, all the way from Canada as well. I want to see Canada. You know what happened, Mark?
How are you? I woke up this morning. I wanted to let the pet dog out, and all I saw was white. My car everywhere is covered in snow.
For you?
Yeah,
This
it's in
is
snow.
November now.
Yeah, this is Canada. That's when it starts. Here.
Bishop will see Bishop never gets snow.
All the Calgary, Alberta, they have snow now.
Wow.
They even have snow before us.
Me, I'm in Saskatoon, so we're already.
That place is flat land. It's flat land. Saskatoon is flat. I heard flat land and everything.
All right, guys.
I've not visited the place, but I will.
All right, guys. Today is 3 years anniversary. I invited Tinuke, is our main woman right there in Nigeria, covering MPFL podcast. We are going to ask her so many things about MPFL because I tell you, I don't really fancy it before until when I've seen this, our Istv content, the way you guys are doing so well. Tinuke, I must confess, this is if this thing is going to blow, your name is going to be there. Because actually we don't watch it. I won't lie to you, but ever since, because I do the editing, so definitely I will listen to your vibes, your talk, and it's getting interesting. I mean, it's not bad. The league is not. It's better than before. It's better than before.
Yeah, it's getting better. The league is getting better, and so interesting. And I think one reason why the league is getting better is because even if we don't watch it, people watch it now. There are streaming links. Up until last year when the league body got the right, a lot of teams stream their matches themselves. So they always have a YouTube page or any streaming link where you can always see the league in the bad direction is because ref lives are not saves, and there's this perception of the home team always have to win. So when home team don't win, see the fans. You see the fans maybe trying to harass the ref, beat the ref. We've seen refs being beaten in recent years, but we've a lot of clubs have been told and they've made it known to the fans that you can always win at home, you can always lose at home. It's not a final logic that you have to win at home. So because the fans have seen it that okay, if our teams don't play well, they don't deserve to win. It's not just about they have to win at home. So we've seen less of ref beating, harassment of officials, and people are watching it. People are paying to. It depends on some states they pay as low as 500 naira, some states 2,000 naira. So it depends on every state of the Kaba because I'm in the southwest area for in Ibadan here. The lowest ticket you can buy is 500 naira. But in Lagos, the lowest ticket you can buy is 1,000 naira. When Sporting Lagos was in the league last season, the lowest ticket they sold is 2,000 naira. So everybody, and if you go to the north, there are some teams that are still selling tickets as low as 200 naira. And there's Sunshine Stars there in Akure who are playing in Ijebu now because they were banned. They don't sell tickets at all because they believe people will not come out to watch if they sell tickets. So everybody with their own market, with their own strategy, but there have been improvements in the league.
Yeah, I must confess there be Mark, you want to say something? Or Bishop?
Yes, I want to say something.
Nigerian league,
I would like to say something.
Yes.
Thank you for your good work, Tinuke, and I am very happy to hear that to hear that the Nigerian Premier League. I also see those links. I don't watch them. I have to confess, but the fact that I see that they keep coming, there is a certain passion about it. Maybe I have to start watching now. Maybe I'll pick up the last couple and watch. I'm happy to hear that that win at home at all cost mentality is gone. I'm happy to hear that people are now trooping to the stadium, because one time before I left Nigeria, Kunle and I remember Kunle Faiga.
Yeah.
I told him that how can I be a sports fan, a football fan all my life, and I've not seen a live game. So I want to see a live game. And then I put on my Barcelona jersey. He put on an Atletico Madrid jersey. And we went to Agege Stadium to see a match between, I've forgotten who, two teams. And one of them playing Lagos, so they are arguably the home team. And it was 3-0, and it was different. It wasn't so much of the stories I heard back in the 80s where people would pee in plastic bags and then they'll flung it across. To people who were well behaved for the most part. I was like, okay, it's getting better. So I'm happy to hear it. I'll just end by saying that when I look at the entertainment industry, music, movies, there's been a lot of development there. Music videos now, when people like Wizkid or Davido, they shoot music videos, you see that the Burna Boy, Tiwa Savage, there's a touch of class in it. It is international standard. Our movies too are on Netflix.
Yeah.
Lakata Bullet, all those, they are on Netflix. They are international standard. So the same thing is what I want to see in our sport, especially football. I want us to be able to say, oh, we want to go watch Rangers and maybe Kano Pillars, and it will be a standard world-class broadcast. I know that we are crawling, but of course we will get there, and I'm happy to hear that. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much.
All right, Bishop. Have you any experience? The difference between the league right now, because I must confess, it's getting better.
The last time I was in Nigeria, MFM was still in the league, so I went to watch MFM then.
MFM, yeah.
MFM was still in the league. I think it was that year they got relegated also. Maybe the next year. I know, yes, the first time I went, they actually made Intercontinental ticket. They took an Intercontinental ticket. But that being said, there was no violence on that day, although it was Lagos. There was no violence. They won the match. They played good football. I really enjoyed it. And I've been following the coach since then. I think he's in Rivers now, or where is that? Fidelis? Enugu Rangers. Yeah, I've been following, and he's a coach that I really admire. I like him because he's young, he's passionate. The way he celebrates the goal when his team scores when he was in MFM. I hope he's still doing that. Okay, but one thing I want to say about Nigerian League is this. So you guys are doing a fantastic job. I see all the posts. Journalists are trying all over the country to actually give a good name, a good image to the clubs. But this is the challenge. They can't sustain it. Just like I said when we started this show, the reason why Istv, or one of the reasons why you are celebrating 3 years today, is because of what? Number one, your passion. Yeah. But there's a place your passion will take you to. When passion is not producing the required result, your passion becomes to the window. It begins to go down. And that's what will happen in the Nigerian Premier League. You see, journalists like or content journalists like Atinuke and Co, they need to be encouraged. One. Number two, the league each club needs to generate funds. Now, I heard that saying some club are still charging as low as $200. 200 naira. It is pathetic to say that. See, this is what I would say. Nigerians don't need. Sorry, Atinuke. How many people are in the league now? I think 24, right? Is it 24 people in the league now?
Is it Tinuke still there? Can you hear?
Yes, I can hear.
Okay. All right.
So how many clubs are in the league now? Is it 24? I know it was 20 at the time of MFM.
There's a network problem right there.
Okay. So let me just say what I want to say. That league is too. There are many states that should not have a club. There are states that should not have a club. Why? I'll give an example. Canada is an example. There is no, and Mark will bear me witness, there is no province in Canada that doesn't have at least one stadium, one standard stadium that they can call their own. There's no province. Canada has a land. Like, if you see when we take our children for sport in the evening, the kind of field the children train on, the kind of field that they practice on is a standard pitch.
I
A
can't hear you
standard
anymore.
field.
So
You can't hear me? Hello? Can
I
you hear
can't hear
me?
you. Mark, can you hear him?
I can hear him. Yeah, I'm listening loud and clear.
Oh,
I can hear you. Yeah.
So Canada has a landmarks like that. They have field in every province that they can exploit to. That every province should have a club. But guess what? Guess what they done? Canada Premier League has only 8 teams. 8 teams alone. Why is it like that? Why is Saskatchewan not having a team? Why is Alberta, as big as it is, not having a team? Because they know that they cannot maintain it. So they pulled out. It is not by force for you to be in the league. Canada runs an 8-team league. Have I ever watched a Canada Premier League before? Yes. It's being held on Sportsnet. It's being held on TSN. It's being held on many local stations that you can watch from. And do you know what? They made as much. The lowest person in Canada Premier League makes as much as 30,000 Canadian dollars per month. Listen,
wow.
you need to stream down the clubs in Nigeria. Many states don't deserve to have a club. You cannot be charging $200 for gate fee. Listen, let me quickly use that NBA as a yardstick. Canada in the next 10 years, I'm using it because I'm seeing the system. Canada in the next 10 years, in football and NBA, they will take over it. Let me tell you why. Because the migrant children, if I take my son to the field that he trains every evening in Astro, do you know how many boys are in his age group that can play better than him? I see talent, and they are grooming them. Guess what these migrants will do? They will nationalize to play in the Canadian team. Look at the Canadian team that went to the World Cup. How many blacks did you see there? You see the numbers of blacks has increased. This is what we perpetually go on like that. Even in their basketball, Canada has a good field. Like Saskatchewan has a standard basketball court that when we go there to watch the likes of Huskies, which is U of S, playing, you will see the standard referee, you see the standard stadium, you see the standard everything. Guess what? Saskatchewan does not have a basketball team. It's not because they cannot afford it. It's not because they don't have the passion for it. It's very simple. They cannot maintain it. As long as this by force thing, like every state must have a team, is wrong. Every state should not have a team. Just like I said, can you hear me? Okay, I think she's not back here. Just like I said earlier, there is no reason why Nigeria should be running a 24 league. Even South Africa, that is more organized than Nigeria, don't run a 20 league team. So why is Nigeria running a 24 league team that you cannot maintain? Winner of the last, I wanted to ask her some question. I wish she was here. Winner of last year, have they collected their money? We don't know. Ask if they have collected their winning prize. How much is the winning prize? It's not even worth it. It's not even worth it. That's why they go to intercontinental competition and they live in the first round. They don't even make it to the qualification group. These things needs to be worked on. As much as journalists try to paint the image of the league, they can only do that as best as the league can give them to. When a club is charging $200 or 200 naira, or a club is saying they should come and watch for free.
For free.
Just imagine, Mark, just imagine Toronto Raptors saying they open their basketball this thing for free. Do you know how many people will come in?
It will not even happen because that is money. You are losing money right there.
You are losing. Do you know how much is a Toronto Raptor ticket? See, these things are more making this thing. You should come and see, even when the Astro team, my son is in Astro under 8, when they are playing the competition, we pay $10. Do you know how much is $10 in Nigerian money? If you convert $10 in Nigerian money, $10 is roughly 13,000 naira. 13,000 naira to watch kid of underage just to have fun. Although all the money goes to charity, but we pay. So they need to really monetize that league.
Bishop, I wish I don't know whether Tinuke can hear you now, because there's one important question you raised about too much team in Nigerian league. There are some states that shouldn't have a club.
They have no business having any club.
So I don't know whether Tinuke can chip in. We're talking about
I would like to say something too. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we have 20 teams in the NPFL.
Okay. 20 teams.
The issue with teams. I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. We have 20 teams in the NPFL, and even with the 20 teams, people are clamoring for more teams, because there's this perspective that the teams there is one team per state, but it is not like that. Up until like 2 years ago, we had states that had 2 teams in the league. So it's not just about one state per team, but where the issue is with low this thing is the 3rd division. We have like more than 500 teams vying to get promoted to the 2nd phase of the league. That is where the issue is now. We have a lot of teams, more teams, but in the NPFL is just 20 teams every season. Even though people are saying let's add
the line is breaking. Kunle is also joining us.
Okay, joining us. Good.
Yeah.
Can I say something now?
Kunle versus Mark. Your friend is here, Kunle.
Yeah.
Why are you? Good evening, John. Good evening. Why are you putting me up against someone who,
because you are
who is an enabler of bullying? I mean, he supports it. He supports a team that engages in bullying, and I can't engage. I mean, it's not my nature.
When they beat me 8-2, it is not bullying. But when I start beating people 4-0, 4-1, 4-4, 5-5, then it is bullying. I don't understand.
That 8-2 was fair and square. I mean,
but 4-0 was not fair and square. Air Classical 4-0 was not fair and square.
No. That was daylight bullying.
That is because of our rights.
It was daylight bullying.
Kunle, we are talking about Nigerian League. Before going to leave it to Mark. We are talking about the Nigerian League is getting better. What do you have to say? Nigerian League.
You went to in 2013. We went to see a game together. My first live game ever. Remember?
Yeah, in Agege Stadium. I think it was MFM and Nasarawa United, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't even remember.
MFM.
Yes.
MFM are now defunct, though. I don't know if you're aware.
Yeah, Bishop said it.
Yeah, they are now defunct, and that's just the reality of many
things. What is happening to Sporting Lagos?
Sporting Lagos. See, it's not that Sporting look. You see, one thing I would always say is this. I don't know, maybe Tinuke said it because I'm not sure. When you want to, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes. Okay. So the thing is that when it comes to the Nigerian, one of the things I always say is never look at football in Nigeria with European lens. Because I think maybe we've been used to watching European football on TV for so long, we try to use that as the standard in which football should be, which is not bad, to be honest. But the truth is that the reality is that our football is entirely different. Okay. And you need to understand that, look, when you come to the NPFL, okay, see, the truth is this: you need to play politics. There is nothing like it. You need to play a lot of backdoor politics if you know you want to solve. Yes, you need to. And the truth is, a lot goes on behind the scenes, and that, to be honest, even when it makes the mainstream, it will be difficult for you to say, even though you know deep down that this thing, but when you come out and want to deny that it didn't happen,
Yeah.
this and that and all. But meanwhile, behind the scenes, there are a lot of shady things that go on, right? So, Sporting Lagos for me came in as this team that wanted to maybe do things the right way
Exactly.
in terms of marketing, in terms of branding, you know, to really look like that well-run club, which they did. Because to be honest, I'm not like I went to some sporting Lagos games. In fact, I'm on their mailing list and I still get their mails, which is how it should be, to be honest. Because if club membership and all, that's how it should be. You get
Yeah.
mails, get offers, and all of that should be the standard. But
Yeah.
look,
I
other
get mail from
NPFL,
Barcelona. Yeah.
exactly. But you see, for
Very
other
bad.
clubs, they don't do that. Their own is that we are playing away from home, let's get a draw. We are playing at home, we must pick that home win by fire by force. You understand? For me, I feel in Sporting Lagos case, they were probably more concerned with more of all that paparazzi or appealing to people as that club that is being run. And it did, because to be honest, people were coming to Sporting Lagos games. The funny thing is, Sporting Lagos games tickets were not cheap. They were going for as much as 5,000 naira. The most minimum one was 1,000, but people were coming. People were even the one that was like VIP that cost 50,000 that would give you access to the VIP set. People were paying for it. That's that's how interesting it was that people were. But I guess, in fact, you see that Sporting Lagos, when Sporting Lagos were here, they used to. That thing surprised me though. To be honest, they always used to have like this after party or after their home games. Whether they win or lose, they would always have an after party. Yes. It's good though, like I have said, it is good because it helps the players, they feel more relaxed, they feel more. But I feel at the end of the day, all of this came at the detriment of, you know, maybe playing the dirty politics and all those things that would ensure that your safety is your safety is guaranteed. Because trust me, and see this NPFL, especially when you are getting to the tail end of the season, when you see the kind of things that happen, where maybe a team like say Kano Pillars or let's say Sunshine Stars are in the relegation team, you will just see when all this Sakamaji will just start, and you will just see from nowhere Sunshine Stars will start picking all these. Sometimes you will see with questionable calls and all these things. But this is Nigeria where a lot of things go unchecked. I'm not saying that, but things are a bit better now because
Yeah.
thanks to social media, people are talking. You understand? People are talking. So I would say that there's still a long way to go for Nigerian football and the NPFL and all. But it's still it's a, let me say, it's a jungle to survive in. And if you are not ready to play dirty, just prepare to go down. That's how I'll put it.
Nice graphic. I would like to say something.
All right, Mark, go ahead.
So I will start with what Bishop was saying about the football league in Canada, how it is run, vis-a-vis how things should be done in Nigeria if they want to move forward. You see, in Canada, not all provinces have teams, and that is the standard they should follow in Nigeria. It's so sad that we don't have cerebral people leading our football administration. What should have happened was that you set a criteria for every state that wants to have a team. This is the standard you must meet, and then there should be a monitoring and evaluating committee that will see to that. So that once you meet that standard, you must have a certain amount of money in the bank. your jersey must meet this criteria. Your stadium must meet this capacity. It must have this facility and that and that and that. Then you must have you must be able to prove that you have a fan base that is already in this population. Then when you now set all those criteria baseline, when they meet that threshold, then you can now start how you can integrate them into the football league. In England had, the last time I checked, I don't know if it is more, they have like 44 divisions of football league.
44.
Yes. And you will see that the Premier League and the Championship, even though it is their B League, the Championship is well respected. I hope you know that.
Yes.
There are players, even the league after that, they are like top 3 or 4 leagues. They are well respected. They are well run. They keep to time. They finance it very well, because it is difficult to run football without money. So all these things are what they should do. And because of the economy that is now bad, they should come up with ingenious ways of making money. If the clubs, I'm talking about the clubs now, their leadership should find ways of making money. In Canada, people sell season tickets. I went to watch a hockey game last weekend. There are people who come because they have season tickets. It is like that too in other places all around the world. So when you sell season tickets, you have made more money. Whether the person attends or does not attend, you know that you have been able to, get more money from them. Fans will always buy season tickets, So, and that then your merchandise, your how you project your team, your website, things you do to make sure that when you give the money to the people in power, what do? Instead of getting the cameras to the broadcast equipment for the stadium, they just blow it. It goes into private pocket, and that is it. I'm planning to go to watch a FIFA 2026 match, because now in Canada, Canada is co-hosting. It is giving me a lot of headache, because planning alone, when I'm looking at the cost and everything, it's not friendly. And FIFA, because of this money thing, FIFA wanted to allocate 9 venues to Canada at the beginning. It didn't happen. At the end of the day, they whittled it down to just 2, Toronto and Vancouver. Why? Because those are the places where they will make money. Even the Toronto stadium, I forgot the name of that stadium now. I was there last, and I hear that the 2,000 capacity is not enough by this standard. So they are going to rebuild it, remodel it, and it will be 45,000 capacity stadium. It's going to be 45,000, and it is right by an express bridge, a popular bridge. So when you're on the bridge, you can see the main road of the stadium. So things are well planned here, and a key part of our problem in Nigeria is organization, planning, strategic leadership. We lack it, and the people who can do it are not allowed to get there, because the people in power want the money in their pockets.
Yeah, I want to Tinuke is here, is calling via WhatsApp. Bishop, you mentioned something about, there's so many questions you want to ask about MPFL.
Yes.
So Tinuke,
I'm here for Kule and Tinuke.
Let's hear what Tinuke is going to say about MPFL. All right, Tinuke, you're on now. Bishop, can you hear him?
I can. She's low. Which can increase it.
All right. Go ahead, Tinuke.
Teams in the league, and I was speaking about how it's 20 teams in the league. I know, because as much as the league is below par, there's this perspective of the standard used is the European League. So it's 20 teams in the league. That's the MPFL, which I think is fine. People have called for more teams to be added, because some people up there believe it should be 1 team per state. But people that want the better part of the league knows that we even need more private teams in the league. Kule was speaking about Sporting Lagos and how everybody knew about the league through Sporting Lagos. The vibe they brought to the league, it gave the league enough vision. People saw the league from Sporting Lagos perspective. I personally was very sad to see them get relegated, because they gave the league a lot of ambience, a lot of buzz. Everybody started knowing more about it. But the government clubs most of the government clubs, don't let me say the government clubs, don't care about this league being out there. A lot of governments don't care about their media, about maybe their stream is working, or maybe their match is showing on streaming links on TV. But there are some teams that go out of the way, and these mostly private teams like Remo Stars, Sporting Lagos, like Kuni actually mentioned, Ikorodu City. So all these private teams have done more to make sure that people watch more of the league, people see more of the league, but there are still some things in the league that are really lagging by, because now people come about with the salary. The league still pays monthly. The league has not gotten to a place where they can say, okay, we want to be playing players weekly, we pay monthly. But there's a rule in the NPFL that the least you can pay a player is 150,000 naira a month. That's the least. I don't think there are even 10 players in this league collecting 150,000 naira. But what they are saying is, no matter how bad it is, you have to be able to afford to pay 150,000 naira per month for a player. And that is what a lot of teams, their players are collecting to a tone of 800,000. We have someone collecting 1,700,000, 600,000, depending on your contract. And it's also a league where you get match bonuses, winning bonuses. I work closely with one of the teams in the league, and I know that, okay, if this team win, the players get winning bonuses, they get match bonuses, they get all those kind of bonuses. And one thing that also made the league very interesting in recent, before we've seen teams owing players as much as 3-4 months salary and they don't pay, but you can't do that anymore now because there's a players committee. Once you owe a player to the tone of maybe 3-4 months, or even after the player has left your club and you don't pay, if the player can come out with maybe a contract and say, okay, yes, I was not paid so amount when I was there. This team, even though I played for team 2-3 years ago, they are still in with the tone of, no matter the amount, they have the right to take it down to the league body, and the league body released a statement 3 weeks ago where they called out the teams that were still owing players the amount they were owing, and said, if you don't play these players in the next 1 week, you will not be able to play your matches. You'll be suspended. So yes, the club has to make sure that they paid the money that they were owing, because there was nothing like that before. A lot of clubs have gone away with it, owing players money, and they don't pay it. But now you can't. Once the player is under contract, that is why people are also educating the players to make sure that you sign the contract. Let there be a written contract that you can present in the future that, okay, I signed the contract with this team. It's not just a verbal contract that you just say, yeah, come and play football for us. Oh yeah, let me start playing. Oh yeah, I'll be giving you 200,000 per month. But because a lot of players are eager to play football, some of them don't go as much as say, okay, let's put it down in writing. But there's been a lot of people telling the players, and players also see how it is now. So a lot of players now have written contracts. It's not just by talking like you and your friend are talking and you want to come and play football. So there's also that part of the league that is doing very well. And for the first time in since I know the league this season, our referee also started using gadgets. Before there was no gadgets for the refs to communicate. They communicated by
Bishop, hold on now. That's good now. That's good. Go ahead.
Yeah, so this season, gadgets have been provided for ref, and ref use gadget now. All this one that watch on the European stage. So
yeah, what that gadget is it for? Is it like this VAR or something? What kind of gadget does it?
The mic.
Oh, the mic
stuff that you communicate with
the linesman. Oh, beautiful.
Yes. We don't have that before. We don't. So, but now the refs use those kind of. I don't think VAR is the problem for the NPFL now. I think we still have a lot of things to put in place before we start thinking of VAR, because for you to use a VAR, there are not a lot of standard football. Now look at even CAF. The only CAF accredited stadium we have is the Gonzo Akwago Stadium in Uyo. On CAF, that is CAF standard. That is why the Super Eagles are playing there. Abuja was accredited 2 years ago, but the stadium is no more good, and we don't maintain stadium in Nigerians. We don't maintain.
Bishop,
a lot of teams don't maintain stadiums. You see, you go to a league match and you look at it and you say, on a normal day, even because of the league is not yet up there, this stadium should not be hosting a professional football game. You go to some stadium, there is no lights, even in dressing room. If you are playing a 4 p.m. match, so of course players finish the match maybe around 6 o'clock when before they do post-match conference and everything. The dressing room is already dark. There are some stadiums that toilet is terrible.
Wow.
There are no lights. But the league body has tried to make sure that, for example, Sunshine Stars are not playing in Akure this season. They are playing in Djibouti because their stadium they did not do what they were supposed to do to the stadium. The issues they had with the pitch, the dressing room, and the league body banned them and said you have to play your games in Djibouti. The Kano Pillars, since the season started, will just be playing their first match in Kano tomorrow. They played in Castina since the beginning of the season because the Kano Pillars Stadium was not marked as up to standard with the league body. Lobby Stars of Makurdi are still playing in Lafia. They played in Lafia throughout last season, and they are still playing in Lafia because the Upper Aku Stadium in Makurdi is not yet up to standard of the league. So there have been some stadiums where the league body have taken it upon themselves. So at the beginning of every season or even mid-season, we go around all the stadiums that you've registered to play your league game, and we check if you're not up to standard. You get to choose a stadium that you think is closer to you. You get to pick the stadium, unless you are banned, because there are some people that were banned. And one other thing that have been so good in the league this season is they've been so fast when they can say, one thing we tell people is no matter what happens, do not harass the ref. Once you harass a ref in the MPFL, it's 3 points and 3 goals deducted from your points.
Better.
Plateau United last week harassed the ref because they played a draw against Rangers. We also had reports of Rangers saying the fans threw stone at their boss. There were evidence, there were pictures and video. The next day, the league body charged Plateau United up to a total of 4.5 million, and they were deducted 3 points and 3 goals. Bender Insurance also did against Kano Pillars. They lost the game at home because of a late win penalty, which in my opinion was a penalty. But because they believe they are at home, that maybe they should not have given them, and they harassed the ref, they also got deducted 3 points and 3 goals. We've seen team, and they also got fined by money. They will tell you if the ref was maybe touched or harassed, you pay for the damages, you pay for the hospital bills. If it's not that, if they had gadgets that were maybe sports, you pay for it and you get punished. So they've been so quick in their decisions, but now we still have some issues when it comes to broadcasting. Before we had the games on StarTimes came in mid last season, and they were showing games at the point they were doing 2 games per week. This season they started doing 4 games per week, but in the last 3 weeks we don't know what is happening with the StarTimes deal. No match have been shown on StarTimes in the last 4 weeks. People use StarTimes. It's like a terrestrial decoder like DSTV. So people use StarTimes to watch the MPFL. But in the last 2 or 3 weeks, we don't know what is happening. People have not been able to watch the league. But we have another streaming league that is Propel. So StarTimes is like for TV, Propel streams.
Yeah.
So Propel also went on like a break, but I think they've settled down because we have 9 games tomorrow. 1 game was played today. Aqua United defeated Nasarawa by 1 goal to nil. We have 9 games tomorrow, all starting by 4 p.m. When there was the TV, the games were not started at the same time because of TV schedule. We see 2 o'clock, 5:40. But because there is no TV schedule for now, all games are going to be played tomorrow by 4 p.m. And Propel will be streaming some of those games. They've not really come out with which location, but they stream like more than half of those games. So those are some of the good things that I feel like the MPFL has improved. But there are still some things that they do and you do, like permit me to say Yoruba, say one fee or because there are some stadiums feel like this team should not be playing in this stadium. If you are telling Sunshine Stars to not be playing in Akure, there's no reason why it seems like Abia Warriors should play in
Umuahia.
In Umuahia, because that stadium is also bad. There's no reason why Niger should be playing in Mina because that stadium is bad. So there are some things where you feel like they are using maybe favoritism, or because especially when it's a government club, it's easy for you to go through your governor. You see some governors be the one to call the MPFL league body. And at that point, you have no option but to answer them because they are like Oga, they are like Oga because you also need them in one way or the other. So there are some teams or there are some things, yes, that bypass that. We have Oga that can help us say, okay, let us play there because I've seen some terrible stadiums in league and I'm like, this team should not be playing here. If it is up being standard, we don't have up to 5 in the country that should be hosting big matches. We don't have up to 5 that should be hosting big matches. If we are being sincere with ourselves, Lagos, Ikene, Ibadan, Uyo is the best stadium we have in Nigeria. If you go to the Gospel Aquabio Stadium, that is, if you have been to an European stadium, it's like the setting of an European stadium where you have like 20 gates to enter the stadium, the chairs, and that is an European standard. Like that is a world-class stadium. But we also said the CAF Confederations Cup final 2 years ago, so it's standard, and because the governor at that point, that was Godwin Akpabio, the stadium, signed a maintenance deal with Julius Berger to keep maintaining that stadium for 10 years.
Wow.
So Julius Berger has been maintaining that stadium since it was built. I think it's the 10 years is expired this year. Now they're having issues because I think the present governor does not want to sign the contract again because Akpabio signed a 10 years contract. And Julius Berger has been maintaining the stadium. The stadium it's not been messed up. It's not the kind of stadium, because it's a stadium in Nigeria where I think for Ibadan, for example, when you look at Leko Adamasingba Stadium that was done by Shema Kede 2 years ago, and you go there now because they've not maintained it. It's not as good as it should be if they've maintained the stadium. But because we signed a maintenance deal with Julius Berger, it's easy for them to be able to maintain the stadium. But the league is getting better, but there are still some loopholes that I know that they are working on.
Oh, wow. That's a very good long talk. Bishop, before we wrap up, before we go to the next topic, final, you have anything to say to what's...
Yeah, so for Kule and Atinuke, just like I stated, and Kule first observation was that it's politics, which is the problem of Nigeria. Always politics, because Tinuke also said it. If you have a stadium that is not standard, you should not be playing the league. And she also said some people are still clamoring to have more teams in the NPFL. I don't know why. What they should be doing, if they make me the sports minister today, I'm telling you, the first time I'm doing the NPFL, I'm cutting it down to 10. They shouldn't be, in fact, to bring out 10 teams from Nigeria now that can boast of a standard stadium and the requirement of what I need, I don't think it's possible. Just like I said, maybe they were not hearing. Canada has stadium in every of the province. Saskatchewan has a standard stadium that is better than Oniko or anywhere you want to bring. Maybe not Uyo. But we have only 8 teams in Canada Premier League. It has been so for the past 3 years. Edmonton entered the team in 2021. They pulled out because they could not fulfill some requirements. There's no eye service here. There's no politics here. If you cannot stay by the requirement and the rules, you go, because you are not making the league better. And you know what? Because of that, Nigeria, I was just going around when she was talking. Nigeria is the only team I have found out in the top 10 African team that has 20 teams. Even Egypt, Morocco, that their league is better than yours. They are doing 18, 16. South Africa is doing 18. Why is Nigeria doing 20? What's the issue with it? Is it that every government wants to use it to siphon money, which I know they do? I schooled in Niger State. I know the stadium of the Niger Tornadoes. It's not even as big as FHA Field in 23 Road, first time down. And they're still using that stadium till now. It's a shame. I served in Nasarawa, Lafia. I went to the Lafia Township Stadium. Nothing to write home about. I know the stadium of the Abia State World because I've been to Abia State. That place is like a cassava plantation. There's not even smooth field there. The whole ball keeps bouncing and bouncing. I don't know why those teams are still in the league. I don't care if your governor is the political god or anything. If you're not meeting with the requirement, you bounce. So another thing about they mentioned Sporting Lagos and MFL. And when MFL got relegated, MFL tried to do things by the books. MFM tried to do things by the rules. Look at where he got them. Look at Sporting Stadium, Sporting Lagos. What this means is that if I have money tomorrow and I come to Nigeria, I want to invest in a team. It means that they will frustrate my effort like MFM and Sporting Lagos, and I will just lose money and go back to where I'm coming from. There's no encouragement to the private sector to start running their own team. Another question I would like to add: who owns Ikorodu City? Is it Lagos State that owns it, or is it private? Owned club? That's what I want to know, because the same thing that happened to MFM and Sporting Lagos, if it's privately owned, it's going to happen to them very soon. I don't think Lagos should have a team on it. So Lagos has stadium, Onikon Stadium, they can Tesla Balogun Stadium, they can do it well. They can play their own matches there. They can do it well, but the governor, as much as the Man U fan also, and he goes to also EPL matches. It's unfortunate that he has not invested a lot in football in the States. So this kind of things is what you look into to start first. Not, yes, he said VAR, they're not ready for VAR, I agree. And the referees, how are they getting better? I saw a clip of Kano Pillars match. I'm going to end here. I saw a clip of Kano Pillars match where Ahmed Musa was just running up and down, and he fell down, and they gave him a penalty.
What?
See, it was just that clip. I saw it on Twitter. I was like, so is it because it's Ahmed Musa or what? It boils down to all these things needs to be fixed. If you have only 18, and just like I said, the Canadian Premier League, we watch it on TNT, we watch it on Sportsnet, we can watch it on our local station here in Saskatchewan, even though Saskatchewan does not have a team. What it means is that if you do anyhow, if you blow any certain kind of matches that you should not do, you'll be suspended by the league. Everybody can see it because it's just 8 teams playing themselves. So they play 28 matches this season. They get a winner. Nobody's relegated for now. But guess what? In 5 years ago, they were just 5 teams. Now they are 8. It means they're going to be improving. That's how a league improves. Not starting by 20 and you're now talking about going to 24 or 30. Where is that done?
Kunle, are you still there? Kunle, Mark?
Yes, I am. Yes, I'm here.
All right. Kunle.
I'm here.
I wish I could respond. I wish I could respond to what, just to say a bit to what Bishop. Like I said, everything he said, I can understand. See, you guys are in Canada, right? So see, that is a well-organized society. See, I was even saying something that I have this kind of feeling, that in the next maybe 20 years, 30 years, the Canadian national team is going to be filled with a lot of Nigerians. We are going to see the way you see a lot of people from migrants, who are migrants in the French national team. We are going to see that in Canada. And I think we've started seeing it slowly, from Alfonso Davies. There's even this guy that plays for Minnesota United in the MLS, Kanilu
There was some something. I think that plays too.
Yeah, then there is Ike Ugbo, who used to play for Chelsea. He plays in Sheffield Wednesday. He has been capped by the national team. There are even some guys. There's one Akin guy also who has been capped by, almost up to 8 Nigerians have been capped for the Canadian national team. Maybe they are not there now, but they've been capped in recent years. And I think we're going to have more in India. You understand? So the truth is, and the reason why you can see them getting in is because there is a structure, right? And that structure is even in England, you see a lot of the academies. If you in all the Premier League clubs, if you go to the academy of Premier League clubs, you will see one person that has a Nigerian name in the academy. There is somebody of a Nigerian root that has one. Go and check. It's because there is a system in place. So the truth is, Nigeria is still far up, to be honest. And if we are being honest, most people see where our government is and where our sports is. Those people they are still not concerned about organization. They are more concerned about how will they make money and how they will maybe eat that money for themselves rather than use it for the development of Nigeria. Because to be honest, the day Nigeria they deliberately invest in Nigeria in the development of sports, that is the day I will believe that maybe Nigeria will truly start changing for better. But until then, I'm sorry. I think we'll just keep going around in circles.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's we so far so good. I think Nigerian League, the way Istv is putting it out there is really interesting. At least we're doing our own part. And don't forget, today is our third anniversary. We are doing a charity, sport charity for the less privileged. And I'll be calling some few friends. If you want to donate, they can actually do so for the less privileged people to give back to the community. Bishop, you watched the match yesterday, the fight. Mark Mike Tyson.
Yes. It got to a time, and Netflix was blinking, but thank God I have this IPTV, so I just switched. So no time. But this for me, the night was nice. I love the female fighters that fought. That was the highlight for me.
That was
Sereno and the other
fantastic.
Keisha, what are they? Like when she put the lady on the eye, and the eye does. No, me and my wife was watching, and my wife was like, this is the end. Though, everybody stop fight, and the lady continued. I was like, this is war. And it was fun, and that was the highlight of the night for me. Not Mike Tyson and Paul. They entered, and the two of them. It just looked like it was staged.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
There were many times that I feel like Tyson should have gone for the kill.
Yeah.
But they just relaxed. Yeah. So when you saw the one punch and you saw that he started, he relaxed. So many people have said this thing looks staged. This thing looks staged. Why would it look staged? You put a 28 years old with a 58 years old. Why would it look staged? It will look staged now, obviously. I give credit to Mike Tyson for the way he has structured his body. I wish if I'm 58, if I'm 50 and I look like that, I've achieved something in my life.
Yeah, $20 million money, $20 million.
Yeah, $20 million. Then Paul got 40. These people are just using us to cash out. But for me, it was not a fight that normally. So when we talk about politics, that we're talking in Nigeria League, this is not kind of the fight that WBO should be sanctioning. These are not fights that WBO should be sanctioning. It's a shambles. It was a disgrace. To just put it lightly, it was a disgrace bringing a 58-year-old man to fight a 27-year-old guy. It was a disgrace, and they were asking him, "Is this the last of him?" And he was still pointing to another of the Paul that he wants to fight his senior brother. So it was for me. It was just maybe it was just a circles, and we just came to have fun. Do people have fun? I don't know. Everybody was pulling at the end of the match. Did they have fun? I can't say. Maybe the ladies gave them the fun they wanted to have. But for me, it was a shambles, and I'm not expecting if they fix this kind of match again and WBO sanction it, it's going to be a big slap on them.
Yeah, well, actually, when the show was about to be staged, I was disappointed initially when I was watching it. Like, what kind of, it looks so like unreal, like a stage at some point. So,
wait, sorry guys, why is this thing surprising you guys? I don't understand.
Because
they are doing this thing for the money.
The PR of this thing was like,
of course,
down.
It's not going to be serious now. How can you guys let us be real now? What are you trying? You want to use a 58-year-old Mike Tyson? You want to compare him to the Tyson of? Obviously, they are doing this thing based off of nostalgia, and they just want to feed off people's emotions. It's just like when
that was a nice script for me. Anyway, they did so well. I mean, that was
they made their money. Do you know how much Tyson would have made from CU?
That was a good script. If it is,
I think Tyson. Reportedly, I heard that Tyson made about $20 million.
You see, I am now telling you, please. You should know that when it comes to boxing is about even this guy. What's his name? Even this guy, Anthony Joshua. And we've already know that Anthony Joshua is Anthony Joshua is not the same Joshua that we once knew when he started, right? But one of the reasons why Joshua will still keep fighting, despite the fact that opponents will beat him, is because Joshua is still going to pocket. Every fight Joshua does, he's even fighting, he's going up against opponents who he has a bigger name. He has a bigger name than he's a bigger brand than, and because of that, despite Joshua losing, he's still able to pocket up to $50 million. And you think he won't still fight even if he doesn't lose? Come on. Boxing is about money now. You know how much all these promotions and all these things. So when you have this at the back of your mind, you should know that they are really doing this thing for money. It's not for competition or
They said
anything. It's
they've
more,
been planning for this thing since pandemic.
yes, no.
Wow.
So it's
Was a good script. Was a good script. Was
yeah.
Mark. You said me one message on Barcelona. You're saying something about why is
Yeah, I was saying that people were talking about the fact that Barcelona are doing well, that they are exceptional, they are playing flick ball, and
yeah.
even me, I don't understand how that magic wand is
The
working.
new
Everything seems
revolution
fine.
entirely.
And then the last game they played, they had a blip because Lewandowski scored a goal, and VAR decided that the goal should be chalked off because just a tip of his toe was, crossed the line, which actually was debatable from the images we saw. And then they became discouraged, and Real Sociedad just took the field. They had the day. They could have scored like 10 goals. They kept losing goals, but they scored one, scored by Geraldo Becker, a Surinamese player. So the thing about it is that the season is still long. Trophies are not won in November, and Barcelona are not there yet. And personally, I don't think that with the eye line they are playing at the back, they will win the Champions League. The league, yes, they might if they keep doing what they are doing. If it's week in week out, if they keep turning up those kind of performances we saw them begin with at the beginning of the season, and of course, Real Madrid are not too far away. Yeah, because they still have a game in hand, and if they win that, there is just back to a 3 point gap at the top. So they still have to keep doing what they are doing. But the Champions League, maybe they'll get to the quarterfinals or so, but I don't see them winning the Champions League because to win the Champions League, you have to be an all-round complete team. And I still do not think that Barcelona is that yet, even with all those performances. So there is still a long way to go in the season.
Well,
Sorry, Tito, let me ask you a question.
oh yeah, go ahead, fire on.
So
Bro.
which team do you see winning the Champions League?
Right now, with the format that UEFA came out with this season, it is actually difficult to tell because all the big teams are now having.
Why are you ruling out Barcelona?
Because I know my team better than most. I can only talk about.
I'm sorry. I don't think he's pulling them out. I think he's trying to say because of the kind. See, I think the rest aside that result, I think Barcelona needed it. It was like bringing them back to earth because that game Barcelona was awful. They did not have a shot on target. That was how bad they were on the day. So I think they needed that result, and it's good that results came in early. I think it's just the kind of results where you can tell yourself that okay, we are not there yet. There's still a lot of work to put in place. But like Mark
Yeah.
actually said, the eye line is where the issue is. There are some things that will punish that eye line. Teams that know how to run behind your defense. I'll make sure that they stay on side and they will punish that eye line. You could see Madrid did it a lot of times. They could not. Mbappe was caught offside more than I've ever seen in a long time in a game of football. So a lot of teams have tried, but when they keep studying it and you keep going that way, as much as Barcelona will be fine on all cylinder, Rafinha, Lewandowski, everybody is putting the goals. I still think the defense is still not okay. And when you get to those kind of matches where it's not a league, you need to be an all-rounder, like you said. You need to make sure that everybody, down from the goalkeeper, even Barcelona fans are not they they're always afraid when the ball gets to their goalkeeper because they don't even know what is going to happen. So they don't even want the ball to get to that area. So it's still early days in the season, but when you look at how Flick have started, he himself know that it's not the job is not yet done, but something can be done. But if they keep playing with that high line, especially in Champions League, I think his team would definitely punish them for them. In the league, Spain, those Spanish teams may not get a whole of the league of the formation, But in the Champions League, I think they need to do much better because the game against Monaco also, you could say they got a red card. It shows that okay, if teams can come at Barcelona, they can get a result. And the Champions League is not a team that you watch every game week and you know what they are playing. It's just a one-off, and that is where teams are most vulnerable. Where you just one match, you don't have another game to say you want to redeem yourself with this match or you want to do better in the next one. So Barcelona doing very well, flick ball so good, but there's still a lot of things to be done.
I think I'm still
Thank you
coming
for
back to
answering the
you.
question for me. Thank you for taking the question off my hands and answering it.
Atinuke, I'm still coming back to you about. I know you're a Manchester United fan. Am I right?
Yes, I am.
Yes. I want to ask you this about this new manager coming in. Do you see any players, or tell us which player do you think is going to strive under this new manager with this formation 3-4-3?
The thing is, when because for me personally,
Yeah.
because for ETH has done a lot of damage. ETH have done a lot of damage. So
Why do you say that? A lot of damage.
a
Because
lot of damage in the sense
Bishop don't
that
want that man to be sacked a long time ago.
I also did. I felt like he should not have even started the season. That was the mistake they made. He should not have started the season. When you look at how terrible we are, see, the FA Cup was the facade that covered everything. The
Everything,
FA
yeah.
Cup was what deceived everybody believing that okay, maybe we should give him another chance because last season was terrible. And it boils down to when a manager is just stubborn because first
Hmm.
season he did something right. The second season, why do you have to change it all over? You play the first season, counter-attacking football, set out your team. As much as they were conceding, they were scoring goals, they were
They're
creating
scoring.
chances. And you
Hmm.
started the second season, you said you wanted to start transition football. You bring in a Mason Mount, you bring in players that I do not think fit the system in which you were playing at that point in time, and you started the season and it took him 35 game week to change something. He only changed something in the match against Arsenal. That was when he decided to change something throughout last season. The game against Arsenal, that was in game week 35. So when you have that kind of manager, it should have gone last season because Eric Ten Hag made people feel like those players are that terrible. I'm not going to say Manchester United has maybe world class player, but those players could do better than what we were
What?
seeing under him. And that
Hmm.
is what we saw in the 4 games in which Ruud van Nistelrooy played. That's 4 games. Fernandes played more than he has played in the last 1.5 years of his Manchester United career. So it shows that something definitely was wrong. And it's been what 11 years since Alex Ferguson retired, and it's like we are doing a trial and error. We keep bringing in managers. We need someone to get to make sure the team is stable. Everybody has tried their best, and that manager comes in, and fans are saying, "Oh, maybe it's the one that will go on the long run," and we also have maybe our own Pep, our own Jurgen Klopp,
Hmm.
managers that will use 6 7 years and win everything that is there to win in a club. But it's a gradual process. For me personally, I'm speaking from my own part. I know United fans are one of the most uncalm fans I know. They are not patient. But I want to hold United fans. When you look at how the shege we have seen in the last 2 years, I think I think they need to give Ruben Amorim time. The 3-4-3 want to play.
Yeah.
I don't think the players there. I say we don't have the
Me too. Me
personnel.
too. Me too. Unless Bishop have something else. I don't see
I,
these
I
players.
think I don't think the players, but they can be groomed into it. And when you look at his interview yesterday that he did, he said the players are ready, so they can be groomed into it. But for now, because you look at it, and everybody is trying to bring out their own starting 11. Okay, we want to play 3-4-3. We know the three-man defense is everybody are fit. It's going to be Euro, Martinez, and Delete. Anywhere you have to put them. Now the problem is going forward. We have a lot of attackers now. Who are the three or the two, depending on where? Because I've seen people put information and say let Garnacho go and play the wing back with
Hmm.
Mazraoui. Let it be Mazraoui and Dalot with Bruno sitting. We have Casemiro and Ugarte. So a lot of play. Everybody is trying to maybe be their own manager, but the first thing in which he needs to do is to make sure that these players know what they are doing, because under it does not look like they know what they were doing. That you just
Hmm.
go on the pitch of play to make sure that we honor a football match. That is what I saw, especially last season. So for
But
Amorim,
you look at what, are you not confused about that position you just mentioned now. I mean, somebody said it's not a wing back, but a wingers. So I've not seen where these people is going to strive. I mean, I'm talking about Ganacho, Rashford. Where exactly? Even Dalo too. He might lose his position. Tunga Kilo think. Can you hear me? I think I lost Inuke there. Bishop. This
I can hear
position,
you.
this 3-4-3 is confusing. I lost Inuke there. I don't know.
As Amorim, sorry, as Amorim said in 23, Balẹ̀,
Gafara.
But do you think wait, Kule, are you saying he's going to change what he has played? Because if I don't think
Nah,
I also think I also think he may not start with the 3-4-3. He may
he
not
is
start
not.
with it.
Let me
I
see.
Farabalẹ̀.
Or let me tell you something.
Wálẹ̀.
For Manchester United, let me say something. And this is where I feel maybe this is where maybe people do not probably give Eric Ten Hag more. Now, to be honest, you see me. See every manager who has managed for Manchester United, I I tend to want to give them a slap, right? Because I don't know why we've had different managers because it's always easy to blame the manager, right? But you kind of ask yourself this question: why is it that every manager that came, they have the way they want to play, right? Why is it that the players struggle to adapt? Eric Ten Hag had the way he wanted to play,
Yeah.
but clearly these players could not adapt to it. So, and because see, the way me I have understood these Man United players is like they like this kind of bass approach to where you instead of being structured, they just it's like they thrive in this chaos where once they see like they are behind, that's when they now start getting pumped up and then they will now start pushing and they will they won't start well. You will now give the team, you will give the opposition the momentum when you now realize half time you are 1-0 down. We saw that thing countless times under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, where we had to come back and win over and over and over again. We saw it under Eric Ten Hag in that his first season when he came, that we finished third. And that goes to tell you that this team, there is something about them not being able to maybe understand fundamentals. Now, I look at a team like Real Madrid, right? Real Madrid is not I wouldn't say Real Madrid is a fantastic team, to be honest. But one thing I know about Real Madrid is this, right? They have efficient players.
Yeah.
Real Madrid, for instance, is not a team that likes to play the ball, that has to have possession of the ball. They would rather prefer that you even have the possession. But one thing is this: the moment Real Madrid have that ball, they are making use of it, but they are not wasting. And they have people who can use the ball from their midfielders, from their attackers. You see how you won't see the ball with Vinicius or you won't see the ball with Rodrigo, and you won't see them misplacing the ball like that. You won't see Federico Valverde misplace the ball or a Toni Kroos and all. But for Manchester United, you just see all of them misplace the ball anyhow. And then that now already invites pressure on the midfield, on the defense. And that's why you will see a keeper like the goalkeeper always having to want to make saves. So sometimes I feel like to me, Man United's issue is not, for me, their problem is not so deep, right? But I think the problem there is that there seems to be a character problem and maybe this thing with mentality, which is what I think every manager has struggled with. And I like what Amorim said in his first he said in his first interview yesterday that was available on MUTV. He said it that character. He emphasized on that thing that character needs to be built. You see, if character is not built, and let me explain something to you guys. You see this thing about character. It's very important. You see, you can buy all the players in the world. Man United have great players. Look at someone like Casemiro. There's nothing wrong with Casemiro. Casemiro is a fine player. He's just 32. That guy can play till he's 39. But you see, the problem is The moment you come into an environment like Manchester United, where the mentality and the characters of the players is nothing like how it used to be in Real Madrid, he can easily become infected, and he will begin to take things like with levity. It's that simple. Look at a player like the Leeds. The Leeds came from clubs where the standards were high. Bayern Munich, Juventus, Ajax. They don't think these are clubs where nonsense is not even Masral. But the moment you are surrounded by one player, and it could just be one player, boss, it could just be Garnacho's attitude that will rub off on Casemiro. Yes, or Marcus Rashford. All those small. And the thing is, nobody will try to check it. And we now live in a time where, look at Ten Hag. Ten Hag was trying to put discipline on some of those players, like Jadon Sancho, Cristiano Ronaldo. There was a time when Marcus Rashford. But you look at it, you try to put discipline on the players, but you will see the media. The media will kick back against it and stuff. If those kind of things happen in places like Real Madrid, Barcelona, and all those, see, it can't even happen because those players even know that they need to fall in line. You understand? Look at Calvin Phillips. Calvin Phillips was not playing for Manchester City, but you didn't see him come out and start complaining. They're not born now. Divock Origi was a bench warmer for Liverpool. He was coming on to score important goals. But did you come and see him?
Sorry,
come and complain? No.
1 second. Somebody's one of my friend also is joining us online. I think he's at work right now. Hello, Jubril. Can you hear me? Yeah, thanks for joining us. We are 3 years old today. That's Istv. We are doing a sports charity at this moment. So you're joining us live. Do you have anything to tell us?
Yes, since this TV started, I've been, following you, and you guys have been doing amazing stuff, from inviting, celebrities and every, sport lovers, and that's a great job you guys are doing.
Oh, thank you so much.
Kudos.
Thank you so much. Which team do you support, bro?
Gunners for life.
Oh my Bishop only Gunners la won't follow. Bishop was saying something about Arteta or something. Say they should sack Arteta. Do you agree with that? That Arteta should be sacked? No. Bishop, they hear them. So Master know they agree make they sack Arteta.
I think if he does not win a big trophy this season, he should be sacked.
But if they don't win anything, Jubril,
it's not about this season. What's this season? I've given maybe after Man U, I'll talk after Man U.
Wait, sorry, guys. Let's be real, please. Sorry, guys. Why is it that we keep bringing up? Oh, sorry. Can I speak? Oh, okay.
All right. Go on.
Okay, yeah. I want to ask. Why is it that we keep bringing up this narrative of, if he doesn't win a trophy this season, he should be sacked? I'm still trying to want to wrap my head around it, because the last time I checked, the only team in the past 2 seasons who has been closest to challenging Manchester City is Arsenal. No other team has come close, right? And we know for a fact that there is no team that has won the Premier League in the last 7 years, or is it 8 years, more than Manchester City. As good and as well drilled as Liverpool were under Jurgen Klopp, Liverpool only had 1 Premier League title. You saw how many close battles. That's part of the reasons why Jurgen Klopp left, and he is now going to be the head of Red Bull. Mentally, because how can you be so good and so efficient, and you would still be this close, and all you have for it, to be honest. And if you look at it, Jurgen Klopp it was only one of each title. I think it was only maybe the EFL Cup that Jurgen Klopp won once. Every other title he won it only once. The Premier League only once. It goes to tell you how Manchester City have had a firm grip on the Premier League, and how difficult it is going to be. Because look at it now. Despite the fact that, see, can you look at it now? Even despite the fact that Manchester City are going through a crisis where they've lost 4 games in a row, people are still even confident that they will come back and still take the league. Why? Because they've done it before. So even as Liverpool are doing very well, it is not certain, because which team has that experience of coming from behind to take the league? It is Manchester City. So that goes to tell you that Manchester City is a class above everyone else. So when a team is at least trying to be at par with them or trying to be close to them, let's give them that. Let's give them that. Let's give them that respect. Because apart from Arsenal and Liverpool, which other team has come close to Manchester City in the business? Chelsea has not come close to Manchester City. Chelsea last won the Premier League in 2017. Let's not even go to Manchester United, right? So this idea of you should sack him, Are you guys really seriously joking? Like, I'm just trying to always want to. Arteta should be sacked for somebody who came close on 2 occasions to taking the title from Manchester City.
Hey, hold on. Let me ask you some question.
Oh yeah, I'm listening.
You now put him side by side with Jordan Klopp. That in all Jordan's Klopp years, he was just able to win 1 premiership, right? That's what you said.
Yes.
Okay. Let me start from Jordan Klopp. Even though I'm not his fan, I'll just start from there. Jordan Klopp won Champions League with Liverpool, even though he didn't win the Premier League that season. Right or wrong?
Yes.
Right or wrong?
He did.
Okay, that's one. Number 2, Jordan Klopp, you are talking about at least he managed to win 1 title. Right or wrong?
He did, yes.
Okay. Jordan Klopp that you keep shouting about, at least he was able to win FA Cup.
Yes.
Okay. Now I want to now bring it down. There are some mistakes that Arteta has made. Me, I'm not saying they should sack him because he can't compete. The reason I've given 7 or 5 to 7 reasons why they should sack him, and I've told you, said the issue. Number 1, his signings are questionable. His signings are questionable. The players he's bringing are questionable. Let me tell you one, and let me just say this one, and I want you to respond. Last season, coming to this season, if you are Arsenal coach, who is your priority to sign? Which position is your priority to sign? That's the question.
For me.
What's your priority from last season or from your last 2 seasons? Coming so close to Man City, and now this season, who should be which position should be your priority to sign?
To be honest, for me, if I am being honest, I would say that Arsenal they actually need what's it called? This is an unpopular opinion. I know where you are going, but for me, I would say they need to make additions in defense. Why? And this is why. I know where you are going. You would say they need striker, but you know what? I'm not going towards that striker route, because see, goal scoring. You know why? Because goal scoring is not Arsenal's project. I understand where you people from that they need, but see, Arsenal have wait, Bishop. Let me speak. Arsenal have goal scorers across board that can get goals. I don't see goal scoring as Arsenal's problem. But you say that defense now. Wait, now that defense is where I feel, because what, in that defensive line they have a lot of injuries. You look at them where they don't have fullback. They have fullbacks from Tomiyasu to Zinchenko to Ben White to Timber. They are all getting injured. And look at how they play with all this Saliba and what's it called all throughout. And all those ones, credit to them, they are very fit and they hardly get injured and all. But look at those fullbacks. Zinchenko is not available. So you will see that would now lead to Arteta having to always want to make tweaks every time. And you know very well that if you want to win title, your defense has to be pleased. It's very important. Even Jurgen Klopp knew this, and that was why he went for Van Dijk, right? So because you don't want a situation where you are in a lead and then you are leading 2-0 or 1-0 and you can't see out the game. So for me, I think Arsenal have started having injuries in that department again. Calafiori that they bought injured. Timber has been injured this season. Zinchenko, okay, he just came back. And you can see how Arteta has been alternating. Even Ben White. Ben White hasn't been available. Ben White has been stable. He's just coming back. So for me, I feel his defense. It's unpopular. I know everybody is always going to go with that striker. But they don't need. They have scorers across board. Saka is there. Martinelli is there. Havertz is there. Even Odegaard. When Odegaard is fit, Odegaard can give you double. He can give you goal and assist in double digits. Yes, he did it. So I don't see any issue with this thing. There is a Trossard. If Trossard is playing, Trossard will give you double goal and assist. He can give.
Okay, so this is what I want to say. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, I'm hearing.
Just hear me. This is the reason why Arsenal will never win the league.
Never
win the league. Because their fans are not truthful to themselves.
If you wait, Bishop.
A very simple question I ask you. Coming from
I said defense.
Coming from the last 2 seasons. Hold on, I'm going to scatter all your points. Coming from the last 2 seasons, what is the most important position to strengthen? That was the question I asked you. You said defense. Listen.
Yes.
Arsenal considered let's go in the whole Europe. In the whole Europe, Arsenal let's go. With all this excuse you are giving, Arsenal considered the best goals in not EPL, the whole Europe. Now you come into a season that you didn't score as much as your most contender, Man City. They have a finisher that if you give any chance in scoring, you have an average that he needs 7 chances to score 3 or 2 or 1 self. Havertz has blanked in more than 5 straight games. See, when you are not truthful to yourself, when it comes to Man U, the dawn is here. I've called out Ten Hag since when this season started. I said Ten Hag will not survive December. I said they've already made a mistake with Ten Hag, but you will still not survive December, even with the mistake they made. So when they were coming out and giving assurance statement, we are behind you. I said this guy will not survive December. It's all this, we are behind you. We are ready for him.
You see all those we are behind you. Let me tell you. Let me now speak something on that.
That's Ten Hag.
About that Ten Hag. See, to be honest, I think that the club let see, anything that the club is saying, sometimes just take it with a pinch of salt. To be honest, behind the scenes, those guys have been trying to work. I feel they had already made up their minds on Ten Hag long ago. So it's not so all those maybe they were being quiet and everything was being deliberate. You understand? Because let's not forget that United now have a structure where there is a sporting director and all these things, and that is who the coach will now report to. Under the previous arrangement, before we had sporting director, the Glazers were giving the managers too much power, and that's too much because nobody can check them. You understand? But now there is somebody who can check these guys. There's someone who can be a connection between the team and the board and all. So there is now a process and all. So I think these guys were doing it. And let's not also forget that the sporting director and all those guys, as at when Ten Hag won the FA Cup, they've not yet started work. Their work started in July. So they had no input in all those decisions to keep him and everything. If it were to be that they had started work, they could possibly have already kept Ten Hag. But I think that they wanted these guys to come in. Because don't forget, Jim Ratcliffe is now charged with football operations. And that was why he went to go and appoint these guys from Dan Ashworth, Jason Wilcox, who are among some of the best football administrators. You understand? And that is why he has put so much faith in them, in how the direction of the club will go. Because don't forget, Ratcliffe is handling football operations. Now, it's not about the Glazers. The Glazers have no say in all these things. You understand? So, I think Ten Hag, they already more or less, even this Amorim, let me tell you, I feel they've been talking to the guy. They were not just talking to the guy now. Because you can't tell me that you sacked Ten Hag on Sunday, right? Or was it Monday? And by Friday, you've announced Amory. Negotiations have already been going on from way. Maybe as far back as maybe when Man United lost to Liverpool. But see, but you see, the thing is, when they will come out and tell you that we are still backing the manager and all of that and all, is a distraction. But behind the scenes, they are doing something. Okay,
Okay,
they are
thank
doing
you.
something. They
So
are just
back to Arsenal. Back to your
uh,
Arsenal. I've said this
yes.
time along with the league, they are not truthful to themselves. This guy's signing has been awful. You don't sign the position you need, you sign position you don't need. You sign players that are injury prone that does not affect the team. No,
Yeah.
case to call to question this season. I'm not going to use this season. I don't want to use other season. This season, I see no reason for signing Sterling. Nobody can justify that signing. I don't care who you are. You can't justify that signing. Sterling, you can never. Nobody can justify that signing.
Sterling was just for backup now.
Or anything. It doesn't matter. What's the backup? What has the backup done? What has the backup done?
Wait to Bishop. It seems you seem to forget that this season is going to be a long season.
See,
with a lot of fixtures and all this.
Saka has missed games. Sterling has not stepped in. What are you saying backup?
You still need to have him on stand. You need a bit of a balance. I don't get it.
Which balance? I don't. So if you need a balance, Sterling is your balance. I don't understand.
It is
you can't get a bet. Okay, they said it was between Sterling and the guy in Bradford, in Brimo. That's the report. So if they give you that two option as a manager right now, not Sterling of 5 years ago, those two, you're going to choose Sterling. You're going to
then again, Bishop, you need to also understand. No, wait, Bishop.
You are going to choose Sterling between them. You are going to choose Sterling.
No, obviously not now. But you know that. But then
because it looks like you are trying to defend Sterling. You see, you can't say because Arteta has been the closest. Nobody want to keep having 2-1. You can't say because Arteta has been the closest to Guardiola is enough. See, the mentality of Arsenal at the moment is, or the perspective I've gotten from Arsenal fans is, they are too big to be vying for FA Cup and Carabao Cup. They want the big trophy.
No,
they want
they
champions.
do, and they have shown. Yes, no, wait, okay, they've shown that they can.
Wait. Let me say what I'm saying. So now, when you look at recent years, maybe this season, even Arteta himself have not prioritized the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup. He wants the big trophies. Because he won the FA Cup 4 years ago for Arsenal or 5 years ago. So he wants the Premier League. He won the Champions League. So if you've used the last 2 seasons and we've said, okay, maybe stability, the mentality of the players are not yet up there, the experience, you've had 2 years to do all that. If you are not winning anything in his 3rd season, not his 3rd season in Timo, in 3rd season he's saying, okay, we want the bigger trophies now. If you are not winning anything, personally, I think he should be sacked.
Okay, wait. Okay, can I now come in now? Again, we were making reference to Jurgen Klopp. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Klopp did not win a title until was not his 4th season. Until I think his 4th season, even though I think he was always getting into finals. But the point is, at least you can see that the team were getting better. And to be honest, if you look at Arsenal where they are now, compared to where they were before, Arsenal was a team that even Manchester United at their worst was always beating them. But that's not the same now. This Arsenal team will go toe to toe with Manchester City. So that should tell you something. That look, they are already getting there. It's not going to be instant, right?
Okay, wait. Kulena, you are saying because you are saying because they are close. They are the team that are close to Man City in the last 2 years, which I quite like. How many? What is the extent do you think they can go to keep saying we are close? When should that stop? Because they've been close in the last 2 seasons. After 3 seasons, I don't think anybody wants to be here and I'm close. They should be there.
Now this season, number one, this season is still on. Yes, I can say you could say yes, they are 8 points behind, but look, it's just
No, no,
11. It's
I'm
just
not
11.
looking up the season. I said if he does not
Eh,
win anything big this season, that's what I
oh,
said.
if he doesn't win
That's what I
anything this season,
said.
no, if
Yes.
he doesn't win anything this season, right? But
Yes.
they are still in title contention in
Yeah, they
all
came
the
second.
Kunle,
leagues.
They came second.
Kunle,
Only,
wait,
only.
Kunle, wait. Kunle,
Yes,
so
yes.
they should be doing 2-1. They should be doing second class upper for 3 consecutive years.
That guy should leave.
Okay. Oh.
All right.
If
Let me
I don't know, sha.
digress. Let
I
me
like. Okay,
digress.
let's
Let's
go.
digress a little bit. I'm going
No,
to start with
because
you.
wait.
Let's
Okay.
digress a little bit. And let me start with Tunike again. There's one topic I want to ask Tunike, and you have to tell me what you think. Sell Rashford or Rashford stay? Can Rashford
So, Sir
can
Rashford,
Rashford
I
strive
don't want
in
to
this
hear.
new era?
It's not even about the new era. It's not even about. I don't think Rashford can strive in any era anymore. See, I was
Wow.
watching a show. I was watching a show on TV,
Yeah.
and they were asking them to say a hill they are willing to die on, and someone said Rashford, Manchester United should have sold Rashford the year PSG came and they brought 80 million.
Woo!
And I'm also of that opinion because you want to say he should be in his prime. Rashford is what? He clocked 27, I think 27
Yeah.
last month, October. Yes, he should be in his prime. But when you've seen that Rashford have in the last 4 years, let me be fair and say last 4 years, 2 seasons ago, that was ETH first season, has been the only season Rashford has been consistent. You watch Rashford on the pitch of play and you are so pissed off because his body language first is terrible. So he
Sure.
does not look, maybe I don't want to say maybe he's not enjoying the football because even if you are playing rubbish, there are some way you play rubbish with arrogance. United fans have been coming for Garnacho in recent weeks. But the way Garnacho will put himself on the pitch of play, you think he's playing very well because the body
Mm.
language will show you that he wants to keep going and doing the same thing over and over
Another.
again until he gets it. A stat came out 3 days ago and they showed comparison between Rashford, Garnacho and Ahmad this season.
Mm.
Rashford cannot carry ball more than 50 meters and is ready to pass. Like there is no the sense of urgency is not more there in Rashford. I'm not I'm always of the opinion that give player time. I'm not someone that drag players like that, but when you look at the potential that we all thought Rashford had when we saw that 19 years old boy that first played in 2015 under Luis van Gaal, we all saw that boy that we thought was going to be maybe the next Wayne Rooney of the team, and you could see that the potential was there. He has the talent, but if there's anything I've learnt in the game of football or in sport generally is that talent is not enough. Only your talent cannot take you to the next level. And it does not feel like Rashford is has decided to take his game to the next level because he does not feel like he wants to try something different because Rashford that we know,
Mm.
Rashford can barely take on a player now. He can
Mm.
barely because even from your countenance on the pitch of play,
You
players
see
will see you as does this guy even know what he's doing? Is he
what he's
even serious?
doing.
So if the money if the money comes in now and Manchester United have a chance to sell Rashford, I think he should be sold.
Yay. Yay. Bishop, do you agree?
So,
Do you
so,
agree?
Atinuke, so how much are you looking? How much do you think a club can pay for the maximum you think man you can get for Rashford?
Because the market is bastardized now, and even though it's still Rashford, if they can still get 40-50 million for him, we can
Tell
go.
me a
But the
club that
thing
is
is,
ready to
which
drop
club?
40 million.
Exactly what I want to say now. That which club is going to bring 40-50 million for Rashford? Because everybody is saying Rashford, and is like, if we bring this money, it's not even about bringing the money. It's about what are we getting
What are
from
we
the money.
getting
So
from this guy?
because we need to sit tight. We have two young wingers in Garnacho and Ahmad. They are ready to fight. Yes, Garnacho has been under a lot of sticks. He has been. Yeah, the fact that Garnacho is the highest goal scorer in the team, and he's still getting dragged. Shows the expectations that fans have for him. Because you can't be the head goal scorer in the team and people are still dragging you, and because they want you to, they believe you can do better than what you are doing. And that was what Rashford had in maybe 4 5 years ago when he was just coming up. But Rashford needs to do better because for your first 11, this is a new manager. So I'm
Yeah.
always of the opinion that when a new manager comes in, everybody starts on the clean slate. Everybody starts on the clean slate. Maybe unless you're Andre Onana, because I don't think Manchester United has a keeper. Those ones are just there to make up the numbers. So everybody starts on the clean slate. So Rashford has another chance to convince manager that okay, I can do something or I can play, or because when you look at, we are speaking about the formation of Amorim. Sonia and I said he may not come in and start with that formation immediately, but if he's playing that formation with the way Rashford is playing, it does not look like someone that can excel in that kind of formation. So Rashford needs to do something better. He needs to improve his game. This is when he should be playing his best football. Your late 20s. This is when you should be playing your best football. But it looks like Rashford is playing his own worst football.
Wow. All right, Bishop, thank you so much for that. Let's keep in this one. We'll still come to this. Who is the real goat? I know my own answer. Mark is coming to tell me
No.
it's
I
a
don't
man
agree.
on the
No,
right.
please let's skip it. Let's skip it, please.
I agree. Let's
Mark,
keep it.
Mark
I am
Mark
here.
is going to
I
tell
am
me.
here.
Mark is going to come and tell me is a person on my right here that is the real goat.
I am here with good
Hell
reason.
no.
With good
Hell
reason.
no way. I'm going to pick that man or that red jersey. That is my real goat. But Mark, to be candid, who is the real goat? Forget. No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
If you ask me to answer this question in one sentence,
Yes.
I will tell you that there is this question is similar to asking which is better in a Ferrari and a Lamborghini. So it's your option. It depends on who you ask. What your criteria for being a GOAT differs from person to person. So we look at Ronaldo on the left. This is somebody who came in the limelight around 2003 when he was playing for Sporting Lisbon. He went to Manchester United. He became a success. He went to Real Madrid. He became an even bigger success. He scores goals for fun. He has I think he has crossed the 1,000 goal mark, right? If I'm sure. 1,000 career goals. I think he has nine something. Yeah. So he's coming to, Messi has 850 goals. He has 58 more goals. So 850 plus 58, you'll get that. I think 908 21. Or something. 9 to 21. So he said recently that if you can get to 1,000, fine. If you cannot, he's still the highest international goal scorer, record goal scorer, which arguably I give to him. So his football abilities, he was a player that made a difference. His heading ability, his free kicks and everything, he has it. He is also an European champion. Do we remember that he won Euro 2016? And he has done very well for himself. He has amassed a fortune. He has broken records. He has blazed the trail, and I give it to him. I look at the man on the right, and I see an Olympic champion. I see a FIFA World Youth champion, a FIFA World Cup champion, has also won multiple UEFA Champions League, 8 Ballon d'Ors and everything. So the question you ask yourself is, what is the difference between these two? Is it their height or the color of their skin or how many clubs they played for, big clubs and everything? The one simple difference is the World Cup. That is the only difference between them, the World Cup. And I want to believe that if you are going to attain the status of greatest of all time, you need to be a world conqueror. If I go by that yardstick, I'll give it to Messi. That is not to say that Ronaldo does not have the status of a GOAT. But if you want to differentiate between them, Messi is a World Cup winner, and that gives it to him for me.
Bishop, who's your real goat? Bishop.
I'm not in this discussion. Any of them can be.
Anybody.
Not Salah. Not Salah. Not Salah.
Kule, what do you think? Who's your real goat here? I don't answer for Kule.
None of them. They should retire, please. None. They should retire.
Okay, so the question we should ask ourselves is this.
What?
The question we should ask ourselves is that when Ronaldo does something that makes him better than person, people give him his right. When Messi does the same thing, they will say they are both good players. That is that tells a story.
No, see, now me, to be honest, look, now this is me being honest. Look, it's difficult for me to pick one out of these two, to be honest, because the two of them have gone at almost the same pace. I mean, since Ronaldo ever came to La Liga, and we saw that the two of them started scoring goals at rates that even the likes of other top players never got in a season, and they did this thing consistently, and that's why even till today, now that they are not even in Europe anymore, because in the leagues they play normally, right? When you leave Europe, you don't get attention, but these people are still getting. These are the only two players that I know that, and the truth is, even when they retire, I still feel that they are still going to get their attention, and that's how I think it just goes to show how phenomenal they are, because
Mark,
they are always side by side. So that's why. No,
I'm laughing because the people on this group don't understand this question, this simple question: who is the GOAT? You don't understand it. This question is saying that if
I am trying to let you understand.
What's in my goat is not between the both of them.
If you must pick between the two,
I am trying to let you see.
And you must
Look,
between them.
look, this is my own stance. Look, it's not everything that you can get. Let me tell you something. It's not everything that you can get a yes.
Next World Cup. If Portugal wins the World Cup, you will come here and say,
let me tell you something right now. Now, you see, this is the thing. Wait. Now, this is the thing. Wait.
Today is November 16th.
No,
in 2 years' time, Portugal wins the World Cup, and Ronaldo, even if he does it, whether he just did there as captain or whatever, and Ronaldo wins the World Cup,
no. Wait. Now, let me now say something here. Now, I see things differently, to be honest, and I can understand that because of, I'm sorry to use this word, but the mob. Let me put it this way: the mob, who are the online community, and let's say the global football. I understand that yes, it is easy to use this thing of titles, World Cup, and all these things as the yardstick, right? But you know why I would not use that as the yardstick, to be honest, is that me, the way I grew up watching football, based on the talent. You understand? Talent of these. I mean, the days when I was seeing the likes of Ronaldo, De Lima, and Rivaldo, and were almost 2-2, right? But and we've now had these guys. Yes, the eras where we had the Zidans, the Figos, these guys were going toe-to-toe with each other, and we were not judging them based on because this one has won. They won almost all. Yes, they won the World Cup. This one, this one. But that wasn't the yards. But there wasn't any yardstick to. We were appreciating them for their talent. Sorry. It's not a matter of Bobo.
I would like to hear what Atinuke is taking. On the fence. Kule is like sitting on the fence with one bottom. Me, I have put my mouth where my heart is. Let's hear from Atinuke.
Okay. I've always been of the opinion. This is my own opinion. Messi is the goat for me. but I've never been of the opinion of let us start arguing about these two players. I've always been let's respect both players. But when you look at what see we either we like it or not, Messi winning that World Cup was a deal breaker. It broke that deal. Like if Portugal now come and go and win next year World Cup, they will not go back. Oh,
Go
we have
back.
to go back and go and say it again. But Messi winning that, you see, it's not just about winning the World Cup. It's about the manner in which they won the World
One.
Cup. So Messi winning that, see, I'm not the biggest Messi fan because of course I'm a
Even me.
United fan. Ronaldo played for United,
Ronaldo
all
and me
those
on
kind of
top.
stuff. But so when you look at what Messi has been able to do, see the only thing you could say, oh yes, Ronaldo is a better goal scorer. I'm not going to deny that. But all around player, creativity, what he brings to the
Talk
team,
about now.
Messi is better than Ronaldo. And the one that would up until that World Cup, everybody could come here and give 1 million reasons why this is better than this, 10,000 reasons why this, but Messi went and won that
Messi
2020
is an
World Cup,
Olympic champion and a world champion.
and, he,
And
and the fact
under
that
17 champion, under 20
and
champion.
the and the way in which his career has gone. Because for Ronaldo, maybe I would say for Ronaldo, it took a lot before people could see Ronaldo 2021. He was still at Sporting Lisbon, and they just was all of most of the people out there watch Messi play at the under 20 World Cup with likes of Mikel Obi, Taye Taiwo. Most people watch Messi dazzle at 2008 Olympics. I could never forget that match. I remembered my uncle sending me to go and buy petrol the night
Yeah,
before because of a 5 o'clock
yeah.
match, the final of
Ambrosing.
that 2008 Olympics. So we all saw the potential for Messi, and when you see a footballer have that potential and live up to the expectation, because we've seen a lot of players with potential, the next Messi, the next Ronaldo, the next this, the next that, but they've not been able to emulate whatever they want to emulate. Because you look at the Ballon d'Or this season now, you look at the person that won the Ballon d'Or, you look at the players of people that won the Ballon d'Or, the numbers they were bringing, Messi and Ronaldo would have done that number by December. They are not taking that number into the next year of a season. It's not possible. So those two have set the standard so high in football. I appreciate
Yeah.
both players. They've set the standard so high in football that we see someone finishing the season with 20 goals and 10 assists, and we are fine with it. But for Messi and
Yeah.
Ronaldo, 20 goal and 10 assists, they already
50
achieved it
goals,
in
50.
3 months and 4 months. But the GOAT, maybe the overall GOAT, because people say the GOAT is your is who you watch. If you ask someone, if you ask some if you ask someone that watched ball maybe 30, 40 years ago and say who is your great, they will tell you Maradona, they will tell you Pele, people that
Yeah.
watched it. But for those of us that
Baba Glass.
watched Messi and
The
Ronaldo
Baba
regime,
Glass.
of course, it's Messi. Maybe Portugal can now go
These
on
are
to
young
win
people.
next year, then we
You're
can come back
muted.
to
You're
that
muted,
conversation.
Adam. Okay. Okay.
All right, hold on,
Anyway,
guys. I have someone special. Is the ones. Let me put it on the screen. We are still on the live. I want to show it to the viewers. His name is
yeah.
Ezekiel Chibowale, Real Estate. He lives in Michigan. If you want to buy house, and even in Canada, this man, I can tell you categorically, he will do well. He's joining us live. If in fact he's always a busy man, but if he's finding time to at least get across to me. Ezekiel, thanks for joining us, bro. You're live.
Hello, everyone. Happy Saturday.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Real estate, quick one. I put this thing on the screen. Buying house is not easy, but it's easy through you if you want to put out something across to us on this show, because people are watching all over America right now. Maybe they can reach you to explain more and more. What do you think, sir?
Yeah, it's great. Buying a house requires a lot of planning, education, and I'll be happy to help. I'm on all social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook. feel free to reach out to me at Ezekiel Shubowale Real Estate. Like bro said, I'm in the state of Michigan, but I do have business partners, in Canada, in all over the United States that can help. Again, to buy a house, you need good education, you need planning to plan your finances, and you need to know, at least have an idea of what you're looking for.
Yeah.
And myself and my team will be ready to help with the process. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to ask you one question again. You support a football team. What's the name of the team? Emagbo, look. You tell you one thing, no.
Yes. So I'm not just supporting. I'm actually a member of Chelsea Football Club.
You hear now?
I'm a Chelsea Football Club fan member. I've been a fan since the days of Celestine Babayaro back in the 80s. And I've been to Stamford Bridge. I follow them throughout America when they come during the summer. So we are third on the table right now. So we are winning the league. So if your team is below 10, I don't want to talk.
Yeah. In the era Easy, I remember Easy has been part of this channel. We started together on NBA talk football. He's very good in it. You're a Raptor fan, I guess. Yeah.
Yes, Toronto Raptors.
Raptors.
In the city of Toronto. Yes.
And also Bishop here is one of our ISTV crew. He's also NBA diehard fan. I don't know which team Bishop support. Bishop.
I support the team that I'm in their land. I mean Raptors also, but we are not.
Oh, Raptors! He's also a Raptor fan. Wow.
Yes.
I can't see as I support.
But you guys are not doing well now.
Yeah, we are not doing well for now, but it's because we are missing some players.
Raptors are the Southampton of the NBA.
They said you guys are the Southampton of the.
Oh yes, now they will always be selling their players from Pascal Siakam.
You always sell your players.
They are the Raptors or they are the Southampton of the
NBA. How they make money? You know they're that Borussia Dortmund, who will always sell to their direct rival.
No, that's why Borussia Dortmund won't get to where they are supposed to be because
they play final of the Champions League, they make money.
The truth is, to be honest, the truth is that I think the Raptors.
Please hold on.
Yes.
Please, okay. Hold on. Yeah. No, Kunle, go ahead. Oh, I have two Kunles. Oh, sorry. Easy, go on. Sorry.
Talking about the Toronto Raptors, that we have Masai Ujiri, who is our president and of basketball operations, and he knows what he's doing, so we'll be fine.
All right, thanks for joining us, Kunle. Easy. Today is our 3rd year anniversary of ISTV, and we are running a sport charity show. And if you have anything to support the less privileged, that's what we want to give back to less privileged people right there in Nigeria. You can also do that for us. But thanks for joining us.
Kunle. I will be. I'll be sending you something for sure. Something good.
Oh, thank you so much. On behalf of ISTV and ISTV crew, we want to say thank you for supporting us ever. Thanks, bro.
Thank you. Thank you all listeners. Enjoy the show. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Kunle. All right. This guy that called happens to be my brother. Let me say in Ogun State. So it's my neighbor. So we grew up together and we're all doing fine. So back to.
So sorry, Don. Let me ask this Kunle. Which team do you support? Is it Raptors or Southampton? Which team do you support?
In the NBA.
Yes, in the NBA.
Yeah. In the NBA, I'm a Lakers fan now. Lakers.
I want to be very better team. Lakers. And you're calling us Southampton.
I can't. Can the Raptors wait now? Can the Raptors attract LeBron James? Are you joking?
LeBron James is the problem with
Down
the
to
Lakers.
ask
That's the
you, are
problem.
you
That's your
a
main
Lakers
problem.
fan or a
LeBron James is
LeBron
the
fan?
problem.
Are you a
No, I'm not a
Lakers
LeBron
fan
fan.
or a LeBron fan?
I've been a Lakers fan since 2004.
Okay,
Okay.
so do you feel LeBron? Do you
Yeah.
feel LeBron is more effective on your team? Do you feel LeBron is a good player on your team right now? Right now,
Right now,
yes.
of course he is. Of
He's
course
not.
he is.
He's a liability to that team. I watched their game yesterday. There was no time he defended. There was no defense in that guy again. That guy has lost all the defense he has in him. People walk past him. They don't even have to struggle. They just walk past him. And now, instead of you to use your pick where you're picking Bronny that cannot even make college football, college basketball, you're picking Bronny. I don't understand.
Leave us alone. Leave us alone.
The only person in the Lakers
Leave us alone. Leave us alone, and Bronny. Leave us.
Okay, I agree. I'm the Southampton of the NBA. I cannot win the championship. Guess what? Lakers cannot win the championship. That one is sure for me.
Yeah? Who told you? We still won it 4 years ago. So please, I mean.
No. You won it COVID.
We won it 4 years ago. And mind you, we won it with the influence of LeBron. So when you say that LeBron is, I mean, don't say that LeBron can still, even at 40, LeBron he's 40 already now. He's 40.
No, he will be 40 by December. He's 40 in December.
Okay, fine. December is here already now. LeBron still did a triple-double. He still did a triple-double. Was he not there?
That guy is start padding. He just start padding. He's not playing anything.
He start padding. Are you joking? Are you joking? A 39-year-old doing a triple-double. Who can do that?
I can assure you. Okay, cool. This is my bet to you. If Anthony Davis goes on injury, if he misses 15 matches, Lakers will not win. I can bet my life on it. Lakers will not win 10.
Lakers will not win 10. Don't worry, Davis will try to stay fit this season. So let's not start painting that kind of picture. You know, let's hope that he stays fit.
Let's go back to the goal.
But you know that even LeBron is not the main man in that.
I understand, I know, but he's in. But see, you can't take away the influence that LeBron has. I mean, this is a guy that, if anything, I know that the Lakers are not there. It's been a while, right? But LeBron is a colossal figure in that team, and you know the NBA. And let's not forget again, see, the NBA is about money. You can't let go of something like that. Yeah, the NBA is about money, really, before we even talk about competitiveness, right? So, I mean, LeBron's presence alone is giving the Lakers a whole lot of attention, relevance, and all of that. And you know, each time he makes a record, like now, look at when he became the all-time points scorer. Do you know how much they sold seats for that match? Maybe Karim Abdul-Jabbar was there. They sold seats for as much as $100,000 for that game. You understand? And for you to do that, I mean, that goes to tell you the kind of influence you have. And it is that same influence that also made the Lakers make Bronny. I know that Bronny, like you said, it's not like Bronny is a big, but just because of that pool, the pool LeBron has, they are definitely going to want to tap from it, right? And you know, that kind of a thing can at least be an inspiration or can be an influence to others around, you know, around the team. So the thing about LeBron is, for someone who has been around for so long, LeBron has now been playing in the NBA for 21 years. He broke into the NBA in 2003 with the Cleveland Cavaliers. And if at 39, he can still be doing a triple-double, how much now less the other players in the team? That's a sign that, guy, you need to step up, or others need to step up. If an Agbalagba can be doing that, then you know you can't be average, because doing a triple-double at the age of 39 shows that you still got something. Yeah.
Mark, you're saying something about CR7. You said me something.
I said that we should go back to the GOAT debate. That
We'll go
CR7.
to debate. Just
Hold on. That
Okay.
CR7 recently he got an award for something. He got an award, and I think that it is to celebrate his career so far. And people were saying, "Oh, Messi doesn't have that award," and blah blah blah. But the thing about it is that the point has been made. Some people decide to sit on the fence. Some people sat on the fence with one butt cheek, and some people put their mouth where their their heart is. I like that Don was definitive by saying that see Ronaldo, and I understand that perfectly. Yeah, but for me, the difference between the two, Messi won a World Cup silver and gold. He was best player twice. He was Olympic champion every level. Even in America, look at what he's doing. Ronaldo has not helped his club in Saudi Arabia. So the story tells itself. Yeah.
So look at what do we what do we talk next? So can you hear me loud and clear where you are? What do we talk about next? What do you want us to talk about?
What do we expect in 2025?
What do we expect in 2025?
On
Arsenal coming second. Arsenal coming second.
I can't take Man City winning the league again. I can't take it.
Arsenal coming second.
That is number now. Strong. Like, the word to use is they are doing strong 2-1. Strong upper class.
Okay.
But now, in a way, it is better to come second in the Premier League and go and play Champions League and get money, go as far as you can, than to be in mid-table and be playing Conference League 6-7.
No,
I'm not. I actually don't even mean. I know that Manchester United will
when Arteta goes, you will not, guys. People. No, you know what you guys forget is that Arsenal for 7 years did not make the Champions League. Even Manchester United at their worst was still struggling. But a manager is trying to build a team to become more efficient. And you don't just become over efficient in 1 season, 2 seasons, 3 seasons. It takes time, especially when you've been rubbish, when you've been crap for so many years. Because when I look at how Arteta has been able to make Arsenal so efficient, I now begin to wonder that when will Manchester United be able to play with so much efficiency like this?
Hold on.
I know Arsenal are not there yet, but Arsenal, you don't understand, Arsenal are now at the level now where, to be honest, Arsenal are even better than Chelsea. That's why I'm sorry, I find it funny when Chelsea fans are trolling Arsenal. You will say you won the Champions League 3 years ago, but do you look like that team that won the Champions League 3 years ago? No. So for me, what's the basis of that? To me, the trolling does not hold water because that team is playing better than you. If you are playing better than Arsenal, then I feel you have mouth to talk, but you are using you are using history. History will not hold water. If it's by that one, if it's by that, if you want to use history to be trolling, even Manchester United has more better history than Manchester City. Yes. So, but do you see anybody use that one? It's current form they are using to judge.
Okay, Kule, let me ask you this question quickly.
Yes, sir.
You always say that the reason why Arsenal has not won the Premiership is because of Man City.
Well, yeah. Okay. That's practically also why Jurgen Klopp too did not win more.
And you answer the question, just calm down. So the second question is this: your Champions League matches. I've never seen you play Man City. Have never removed you. Man City have never knocked out Arsenal from Champions League. So who is knocking you out? Is it Man City's brother?
Well, but again, you heard me when I just said that Arsenal were not in the Champions League for 7 consecutive seasons. Arsenal are just in the Champions League now. I think this is just their 3rd consecutive season in the Champions League. So let me say more or less that they are, they still have work to do in the champion. They calm down with Arsenal now. From a team who did for 7 consecutive seasons, you expect them to now come and suddenly become how now? How?
Get to the semi-final. They've never got into the semi-final under Arteta. 2 seasons they've been knocked out in quarter-final from a team they should be beating. That is by the way.
This is just their third season now.
Hold on. Yes, now you're knocked out by Porto. Second season by Bayern is what I say.
This is their third season. That's nothing.
They shouldn't lose that match. That Porto match was not a match they should lose.
Excuse me, a Porto against a Porto team. Wait, no. See, I'm not going to agree with you on that one, Bishop. You guys are not being fair enough. A team is just coming back to the Champions League for the first time after 7 years. And you expect them to do wonders? How?
All right.
Hold on. This question I want to ask you, I need you to answer truthfully. Please.
Yes.
This season, under Arteta, from the matches they played, has Arsenal improved or they've regressed?
I wouldn't say they've regressed. They've not started too badly.
I'm not saying anything. This is a very simple question. Have they improved or they've regressed? Just say
the fact that you can't even be straightforward, that you have to take a deep
because wait, you have to take these things into perspective. Excuse me. The season has been a bit mixed for a lot of teams now. Come on. Let's be real, and we know that some of these teams now you have them with injuries and all these things. Now it will definitely have a bearing. That's why I said it's too early to call. Maybe when we get to December, January, February, you understand? That's where we can really now make an assessment. It's too early to make an assessment.
All right. Let me jump into this. Let me jump into this quickly.
I asked you two questions. Are they improved or are they in regress?
Let me jump into this. Let me jump into this.
Yes, sir. Okay. Okay.
We have about 30 minutes to wrap up the show, but I want to bring this on. Mark, I'm going to start with you. Your best 11. I mean, your best players. 11 players.
Like in a team formation, right?
In your team formation. It could be the old, it could be the present, it could be. I want to hear your best 11.
Okay. Since I've been watching,
you'll be the next person. Tinuke.
Okay. In the entirety of the time I've been watching football.
Yeah.
Let me start from one, the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper. There are so many goalkeepers that I love. But if I have to, I'm just picking ones that I'm assuming that I have to pick. I just have to pick. I can't sit on the fence.
All right.
So my number one goalkeeper will be Edwin van der Sar.
Okay. Edwin van
der Sar, yeah, because he was one goalkeeper that made a lot of impression from me. From Ajax, he went to Fulham, Juventus, then Manchester United, and he did very well. And also the Netherlands national team. So for two, I will go for Roberto Carlos. I cannot forget how good a defender he was. He was always linking up with attack. And that goal is scored at La Tournoi de France in 1997. One of the best free kicks ever seen. I don't think anybody has repeated that since that. Then on the left wing, 3. That one too, it's something. There are a lot of names in my head now. I can't even pinpoint somebody. But I'll leave that for now. My centre back pairing. My centre back pairing has to be Italian. I'll go for no. I think Paolo Maldini was a 3. Is that correct?
Yeah, 3.
Was 3. Yes, I'll go for Paolo Maldini. I've always respected Italian defenders. They know their onions. Then in the center of defense, I'll go for what's this player that this Italian player that won? He was best player in 2006. Cannavaro, Fabio Cannavaro, and then Puyol.
Wow!
Because Puyol played with all his heart. He was, and then in the midfield. So I've named 5 players now: 4 defenders and 1 goalkeeper.
Yeah.
In the midfield, I will always go for Xavi and Iniesta.
Mm-hmm.
That Xavi, Iniesta, Sergio Busquets pairing for me, there is nothing like it. I loved it. So that is now 8 players. So the remaining 3 in the front.
Yeah.
In the front for me, I would like to see Ronaldo on the right.
Okay, for the first time. Okay.
Yes, because we are talking about all time now. Ronaldo on the right, Messi on the left, and Ronaldo de Lima in the middle.
Ah!
Yeah.
You won't kill a team?
The killer team did that.
Bishop.
So the 2 Ronaldo and Messi.
All right, Bishop, over to you. Unmute your mic.
Yeah. I'll start from the front that he finished. So definitely from the 2 all time, I will have Messi and Ronaldo in the team. Obviously, the 2 of them cannot be removed in this team. But I'll remove the Ronaldo de Lima and I'll put Haaland. Because if you have Messi and Ronaldo in the side, you need someone. Yes, Ronaldo de Lima is a prolific finisher, but I will prefer an Haaland to him. So those are my 3 forward. For the midfield, it's a Barcelona fan, so I expected nothing less from him. Maybe I'll keep one of them, but let me come back. I'll come back to the midfield because I've not decided there. For my defense, Maldini obviously is going to be there. Roberto Carlos is going to be there, and Cafu is going to be on the other side. I don't know why he didn't put Cafu in that.
Cafu,
Cafu is going to be on there. Now to Pierre Maldini, I would have said the Nesta, but I didn't really like Nesta. Puyo is a nice pick because Puyo actually played with all his hearts. Ramos also played with his heart, but a lot of mistakes, so I will not even mention him. It will be between Puyo and
it's also red card.
Yeah, just say Puyo. So I'll say Puyo. So in his defense, I'll just change the Cafu. I'll put Cafu on the right, Roberto Carlos on the left, then Maldini and maybe a Puyo. Then in the midfield, that's where the issue is because we have great fours.
Great
fours. I struggle to see. Rodri is trying. I'm struggling. Rodri. I don't know. So the 3 defense. I don't know how they're going to do that defense, but I struggle to pass through Rodri. Rodri is that good. Is that good for? Even you look going back 10 years, 20 years, which of the 4 can you think of? Like, this 4, maybe Roy Keane, no, it's too rough. Vieira, maybe, but Rodri, it kind of suits the soft, the hard, and everything. The bad, the good, and the ugly can give you everything most times. So I'll go with Rodri. Then the 2 side, the 2 other people. I'll look at this is a tough one. But for me, so let me just use bias. I have to put the legendary Bosco's there. Bosco's has to be there. I'm sorry. There may be a pillow or a seat up. I'll go for Pilo there. So that's all.
That's all. Fantastic. Kunle, are you still there?
Hey, sorry, for my keeper, I'll go for Oliver Kahn. I don't know which one.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, I'm here. Give me your best 11. Best 11 players.
All time. All time.
Yeah, of all time.
All time. Why would they like this all time?
Yeah, from goalkeeper.
Okay, from goalkeeper. My best all time goalkeeper. Well, for me, the goalkeeper I loved the most, though, that I watch, Edwin van der Sar. You can feel free to decide, but yes.
Me too. I thought you wanted to say Nwabali.
Nwabali, where there's even after Edwin van der Sar. To be honest, Vincent Enyama is my next best goalkeeper. That guy was phenomenal. Trust me.
Absolutely.
That was the guy. Yeah, I think Vincent Enyama is not appreciated. Van der Sar. I think Van der Sar is not appreciated. I didn't say it. I said I rate him. I said he underrated, but Edwin van der Sar for me. In defense, Paolo Maldini will. No. This thing go hard here, but I think I'll put. Okay, no. In defense, Roberto Carlos. Sorry. Roberto Carlos, because yes, I also saw Carlos play. Yeah. So Carlos as the left back. Then I'll put Paolo Maldini in the center back position. I'll put him in the center back position, along with this guy. I'm sorry, but another person that I watch that I rate highly. I think he's underrated as well, but I think he deserves to be up there. Alessandro Nesta. That guy was, for me, that guy is the cleanest defender I have ever seen. This guy will go into a tackle and he won't get the yellow card or red card. I've not seen anybody who goes into clean tackles like that guy. He was not rough. The way he did it with so much ease. What pained me so much about him was the fact that he got injured in that 2006 World Cup, where he should have been a part of, you know, the winning side in the. I know he got his medal, but it's a shame he wasn't in that final. That guy was a fine defender. You know, at AC Milan at their prime, that year under Ancelotti, no, come on. For me, Alessandro Nesta. Then at right back position, Cafu. I think when it comes to right backs, I don't. That guy, people still talk about him till tomorrow. That guy was another very fine, was another fine player. Yeah, was another fine player. In midfield, me, I will do a midfield three. The first person me I will mention is Zinedine Zidane. I think that guy was, yeah, Zinedine Zidane. I'll put him in there midfield. Yeah, he was just he was phenomenal. He was just phenomenal. I mean, I think there's no even debate about that because he's sometimes always mentioned as even the greatest player. Some people rate him as the
Salo.
Kunle Salo. Kunle, I can't hear you.
Can you?
Yeah, go
Can
ahead.
you hear me?
Yeah, I can
Okay.
hear you now.
Yeah. Please, did you hear? What did you hear from me last? Please, I was talking about Zidane. Did you hear that?
You were talking about
Yeah.
Zidane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zidane, yes. So I said yes. So besides Zidane, I'm going to put another unpopular name because I rate him highly as well. I don't know. It's Italians. I think I just have something with Italians. Andre Pirlo. Andre Pirlo was, I mean, they used to call him the is it the professor? He was, or they say he was art. What that guy was doing on the pitch was I'm sorry, it was always beautiful to behold. I mean, and this guy played all the way till about 39, and he was still able to play with so much ease, so much like, I mean, no, come on. That guy was so for me, Zidane, Andre Pirlo, and I don't know, but so that it won't be like maybe I am leaving him out and all. Even though me, I didn't watch him like that. Me, I didn't watch him. I only heard about him, and I've seen what he did. I would put Diego Maradona in that because the reason why I would put Diego, even though I didn't watch Diego Maradona, right? He's still somebody that is being talked about till today, and that goes to tell you the influence that name
So what
and
happened
what
to
he.
Messi and Ronaldo?
I've not finished now.
Oh,
Are
okay.
you
Okay.
to
Okay.
relax now? Relax, okay. So in attack now, in attack, we're going to. So for me, that number 9 spot, I am sorry to say this, but I have a very very big affinity for this guy. What's his name? Ronaldo de Lima. I know some people would say Pele was great, but me, I did not watch Pele. I was not born when Pele. But Pele too, like Maradona, another influential name that till today people are still talking about him, even in death. And that goes to tell you. I mean, I think Pele for me, Pele is the one who made football global. Pele opened the door for everybody because football before was not. He made football entertain. Pele brought entertainment value to football, and that's why we are having these kind of conversations we have today. It's because of Pele. He's the one who made it happen. Yeah, but I will put Ronaldo de Lima because I mean what I saw that guy do was
that
out
guy.
this world.
More.
Yeah, and for me it's just unfortunate that injuries put a cap on his career. But if not for those injuries, I mean, I feel that guy could probably have. That guy could have gotten to the 1,000 goal mark safe before this Cristiano,
No.
honestly. but injuries just really did him dirty. But but people still talk about him in great breath. So yeah, so I would say Ronaldo, then Lima as this thing. Then on the flanks,
Yeah, on the
uh,
flag.
Messi and Ronaldo. I don't need to say much about those two. Thank you.
All right, Tinuke coming now. Can we hear your
one is
best
the
level?
assistant coach.
Okay, I want to
And the
give
other is
an
the assistant
opinion
coach.
of if I don't watch you, I will not put you in my first 11. I've
Oh
always
shit.
been of the opinion of doing who I watch. So if I
Oh
don't call
shit.
Kafu, I did not watch Kafu. I did not watch.
Ah,
So, so yes, I've
Babaka.
always been like that. It's not that I don't rate them, but I just believe I would better pick who I watched and I saw how good they were. So in
No,
goalkeeper,
it's
we're
allowed.
going to
It's
have
valid, Tinuke. It's valid. It's valid. It's very
Wow.
valid.
so in goalkeeper we have Edwin van der Sar.
Hey,
And
Baba.
in right back, see that right back, I have sighed, I have sighed, I have sighed. Because of I want to do what I watched, I'll put in Daniel Alves. Um, I watched Daniel Alves and it was why you all forgot Daniel Alves.
No, in fact, go ahead. If I want to review my own, go ahead.
So
That guy.
in defense, I've had people say Maldini. No verse, I no watch Maldini. Maybe the one I watched is when he was done, but I still watch a little bit of
Mm.
Cannavaro. So I'll put in Cannavaro in my defense, and being someone that supports that watch more Premier League or
Wait,
that support a team in Premier League, I would jump in here and put a John Terry. Yes, I know I've heard people speak a lot about it. I'll put a John Terry. Yes, there. My left back it has to be Marcelo. Marcelo busts my brain when it comes to left back. So yes, I'll
Hmm.
put Marcelo in my left back. I'll also be going with a 4-3-3. In the midfield, I'll put Paul Scholes. I don't want to know what he played in football. So my midfield is very simple and it's going to be Paul Scholes, Xavi. I don't rate Iniesta. Everybody want to talk about how good Iniesta is. I don't rate him.
Tinuke má
I
ṣe
don't rate
bẹ́ẹ̀.
him. I
Oh,
don't.
big
No,
boy.
no, no. See,
Tinuke má ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀.
it's not
No,
that
no, no,
he's
no,
not
no.
Why
playing
don't
very
you
well.
rate
I
the
Tinuke
just feel
extra
o
like
fẹ́
player?
I just
o fẹ́ dá
no,
world
no,
war
no. This
nílẹ̀
is
yìí o.
no,
World
no,
war
no,
nílẹ̀ yìí o.
no, no,
Why
no.
don't
Let
no?
me
Why don't you
explain.
rate Iniesta? I want to know
Let
why.
me
Why?
explain. Let me explain. I felt like it's not that Iniesta is not a good player. Iniesta is a very good player, but I felt like because he was in a successful team, that was why the hype was much. It's my personal opinion. It's not that I don't rate him as a player, but I don't just see
I respect your
what people.
opinion.
Maybe I don't. Let me say I don't see what people see. Let me put it in that way.
Okay.
I like Iniesta as a
but
player.
Xavi too was in a successful team now,
So,
Tinuke. Just think.
eh?
Xavi too was in a successful team as well.
Okay.
And I feel that helped.
I just yes, I want to come into that. All of us here are Yoruba. Ṣe Xavi yọ even in the successful
I
team,
know
you could
what
see what
happened.
Xavi brings to the
Okay.
table.
Kí ló dé?
See,
Back.
Are you a
Me,
Manchester United
that
fan? Are you a Manchester?
that
It's not about being a Man U
I
fan.
feel
There's a Daniel
me,
Alves
I
in there.
feel
There's a
Are you a
Xavi in there.
Manchester
wait,
United?
So it's not even been about.
She's a
It's
Okay,
not
baby.
even.
Okay.
It's not even been about him, a Manchester United fan.
Oh,
So
okay, okay.
I
Okay,
will do.
the
It's going
member
to
of the
be
inner caucus, we understand what is happening.
So it's going to be Paul Scholes, Xavi, and because we need a defensive midfielder, I don't want to put Zidane. Please, Sergio Busquets is the greatest DM I've ever watched in the game of football. So I will put Sergio Busquets. He's the greatest DM I have ever watched in the game. I've had someone say
wow.
Rodri and everything, but Busquets bust my head. Yes, so those three for me. Then the front line is easy peasy. Make una hold una delima o. Fine, hold your delima for yourself. Don't worry. I know delima did very well, but I like to go other way. So Ronaldo and Messi, of course. Ronaldo and Messi will always be there. And I'll put Luis Suarez. Of those gems,
Ah,
Suarez,
Baba.
Lewandowski, Benzema, I think Suarez stand
Sua.
out for me. So I'll put
Okay,
Suarez
what
to join Ronaldo
you
and Messi.
Wow, that's nice.
Suarez.
Let me I want to put this person um on his spot right now. Let me see whether he's going to pick the call. Hello, Sports Illuminator.
Ah,
Yeah, we are on the spot right now. You are live.
Ray.
Want you to Ray, yeah, Raymond is here with us. Olonfe donate $1 million. Oh, sorry. Raymond, one question. And you have to answer this question. Name your best 11 players of all time. I mean, your best 11 players. Starting from the goalkeeper. Oh, yeah, go.
Number one, goalkeeper of all time has to be Gigi Buffon.
Wow.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. Wow.
Aside the European Championship. Nobody can come close to him. On the right side, that's tough. I'm torn between Philip Lam, Dani Alves.
Philip Lam, no, they're bad though. I won't play as well, Shan. Damn.
Hey, but you have to choose only one, Abby.
You have to choose one.
Only one.
The transfer consistency now.
Yeah.
In terms of consistency, Ramos, Lam, Dani Alves.
So who are you going to pick?
I will go with Philip Lam.
Philip Lam, great player.
I'll go with Philip Lam. Highly underrated.
Yes.
On the left side. There's no time to even think at all. It's definitely Marcelo.
Wow, massive.
Marcelo take that spot is the best left back I've seen.
The two center back. Yeah.
It gets tough. My number one is Nemanja Vidic.
Wow, rugged.
No, big respect to all the great center back we've seen in football. I didn't watch some of them. I watched some, but Nemanja Vidic ticks all the boxes for me. And the man that will partner him has to be Paolo Maldini. Massive. Maldini partners him. So to the middle.
Yeah. Your DM.
Defensive midfield. Van Rijkaard, Busquets, Makalele.
Makalele. Àwọn eruku.
Opo. Makalele.
Jeremy.
Beckenbauer as well.
Yeah, well, that one, yeah. I saw it in the
not watch this one.
Okay. I think for my DM.
Yeah, your DM. Oh yeah.
I'll go with Rijkaard.
Rijkaard. All right.
Yeah.
Still in the midfield?
Yeah. Zidane picks a spot for me in the middle.
Zinedine Zidane. All right.
And another person. Okay, that's two midfielders already.
Yeah.
I want to use the 4-4-2 formation.
Okay.
Traditional 4-4-2 formation.
All right.
On the right side, Messi. On the left side, Cristiano Ronaldo. We're left with two attackers.
Yes.
The world talks about Pele a lot.
They talk, yeah, Pele. I will ring you on.
We didn't watch him, Gary. He's a good footballer. And I don't think Pele will be missing from any World 11. He's always missing. So Pele comes, and behind him, is
Maradona. Wow. All right, thank you so much. Raymond, for joining us on this 3 years anniversary we are doing. Thank you so much, Raymond.
Always a pleasure. Happy anniversary to us.
All right.
Moving to the next chapter.
All right. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. We are getting closer to 3 hours. Bishop, you can hear me? Yes. I want to mention my own best 11. Mark, are you still there?
I'm still here.
Oh, okay. I want to mention my own best 11. You won't believe it.
Yes, I like to know your best 11.
You won't believe it. My best goalkeeper of all time that I've seen that I love.
I'll be typing it here in the chat.
Yeah. Do you know? You won't believe it. De Gea.
Okay,
What?
that's actually good. I saw him.
You won't believe it. You won't believe it.
I saw. Yeah.
Tinuka, you won't believe it. De Gea. On the right side.
Be done. That's an insult. I won't take it. I won't tolerate that. That is an insult.
Yes. An insult, I think.
Yes, it is an insult, please. Davide Gea, Ibiti, Edwin van der Sar, Peter Schmeichel,
Even if you want to stay United,
The Gea cannot kiss their shoes. You don't understand. He cannot.
The Gea cannot kiss a man's shoes.
Yes. The Gea cannot even kiss his
let's continue.
All right. On my right side, it's going to be Dani Alves. Phenomenal, fantastic player. The guy can go forward and come back, overlap, and I think he won so many medals.
He won 7 trophies in 1 year.
One year. So yes. Dani Alves for me tick the box. And on the left side, you won't believe it. Tinoka, you won't believe it. Oh, he gets lie left.
Celestine Babayaro.
I know who the left will be.
Celestine Babayaro.
He's either going to be between Patrice Evra or Ashley Cole.
Celestine Babayaro. Tinoka, you won't believe it.
I remember him.
I didn't see that.
Celestine Babayaro.
I'm shocked.
Celestine. All right.
I am bewildered.
The center back. Mark, you can't get this one. Never. The center back.
If you give me a clue.
It's
Stephen Keshi.
Italian defender.
I think it is Nesta Maldini.
No. Costa
Odo.
Franco Baresi.
Baresi was. I saw him. Baresi was a great. Yes.
It doesn't have this flesh. It doesn't have this
I saw Baresi in Milan. I saw him play.
Franco Baresi.
Their goalkeeper was Sebastian Rossi.
Yes. And also the person pairing him is going to go for. I'm going to go for Cannavaro.
Okay, those are
Cannavaro. And on my right, I'm playing 4-4-2 anyway.
4-4-2,
on my right, it's going to be that number 7. You won't believe it. Mark, you won't believe it.
7.
He owns Inter Milan, Inter Miami.
Okay, Beckham. That's a good choice.
Beckham. And on the left,
that's the left winger.
Yeah.
The right winger. Sorry, right.
The right winger. On the left, Kunle, you can't guess right. Laye is a Manchester United player, not by 11.
Ryan Giggs now. Giggs. No other person. Goleju Giggs. Ryan.
Yes, and the defensive midfielder, tell me love. If I always look like if players could be like this man, it's Keno, right? Kane. Mark, you know that guy?
Yes, I'm listening.
Kane.
Roy Keane. Yes,
Roy Keane.
Keno.
Roy Keane.
And I don't know
who's your attacking midfielder?
I don't know why Tinuke was saying Iniesta is not. Iniesta is for me. Any Emma Binu as in Olo. Yeah. It's a joyful to watch. In fact, I will put him over Ronaldinho. I wanted to put Ronaldinho, but Ronaldinho is just
bag of three. He's infecting.
Iniesta. On my show,
you need to go and see. You need to go and see what Guardiola said about Iniesta. I'll send you. Maybe I'll paste it here.
Jesus Christ. Well, Ronaldo and Messi box. Ronaldo and Messi.
You have no option. You have no option.
I don't get. I think Mark is high level.
So they hear Daniel Alves, Celestine Babayaro, that's 3. Then Baresi and Cannavaro,
yes,
that's 5.
Kano,
Beckham 6, Giggs 7, Roy Keane 8, Iniesta 9, then Ronaldo and Messi 10, 11. Yeah, that's 11.
That's
4-4-2.
Yeah, one know anything by
That's not a bad thing. That's not a bad with Beckham. The list reflects your love for Manchester United.
When you have David De Gea as your goalkeeper.
And I like the fact that but De Gea in his prime was very good. De Gea in his prime was very good.
See,
was very good.
I'm a very big fan of David De Gea because even when he left United 2 years ago, I was one of the people that were like, no, I think he still has something to offer. But
I don't know why nobody wants to sign him anymore.
In a all-time 11, if someone could have said Manuel Noah, I could have said fine. If you even put in a Thibaut Courtois, I would have said fine. But it's the fact that I forgot Ronaldinho. I literally started watching football because of Ronaldinho. So it's so funny.
If I want to put Ronaldinho, I agree. But if I want to put Ronaldinho, and which, to be honest, was someone I would, I find this thing surprising. But to be honest, I would take out one of Messi and Ronaldo and put Ronaldinho in there. Yes.
The reason I will not put Ronaldinho in my list
because
I didn't put it. Okay.
Because when because you know what? You see, for that magic, for that trickery, I don't think anybody comes close to when it comes to trickery. Because the way he did it with so much ease, I don't think there's any player when it comes to trickery. And that's why people remember him till tomorrow.
No, I agree with you totally. Ronaldinho was a magician. You know, he was more skillful than Messi and Ronaldo combined. That's how good he was. Yeah, but the reason why I will not put Ronaldinho in my all-best team, even though I love him, is that if I want to pick a best 11, I'm looking at consistency and efficiency. Like people who will go out and do the job. Just mainly looking at the list. If you are the opposing coach, you will know that you understand? So if you look at my list, Van der Sar, Roberto Carlos, those are people we know they laugh. Martini, Puyol, Cannavaro, they know they laugh. And the ones that seem to laugh, Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets, they are very efficient. Ronaldo will want to score goal. Ronaldo deliver the same. Messi too is so I want people who want to do the job, not people who will entertain me. When we have scored 7-8 goals, we cannot relax.
Man,
so that's why we don't put it.
Well, this is how far we can go. 3 years.
Before we go, I would like to send shout out to 2 people.
Let's go ahead.
Very quickly. We know that the year is ending and the African Footballer of the Year award is coming. Ademola Lookman has had a fantastic year. He has done something that no African has ever done before. Hat-trick in a European final match. And I think that we should give him his accolades and support him for the African Footballer of the Year Award 2024. He deserves it. Another person I would quickly like to mention is Victor Osimhen. He has had a rough year, but finally he's with Galatasaray and is scoring the goals. Recently against Benin, he scored the goal that equalized the game 1-1 for the Super Eagles. The importance of that goal is that he has now leveled with Segun Odegbami, the great mathematical Segun Odegbami, on the list of highest scorers for Nigeria. He will need 14 more goals to surpass Rashidi Yekini, who set the record in the 31-year-old record in 1993. So these young men, we should give them, when we talk about players from other clients, from other nations, we should also try to remember our own. I think they have done fine and they deserve accolades. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Mark, I just have to thank you so much for joining us on this one. 3 hours, Baku. Thank you so much, Mark. I appreciate so much. All right. Bishop, one love, bro. Anytime, any day.
Thank you so much. They're good to me. Kule becoming more on the show and Atinuke also.
Send me well to your Raptors people in Southampton.
We're playing box tonight.
All right.
Southampton you again.
All right. Kule Oshegon, thank you so much.
Always a pleasure, boss. Thanks so much. And I wish, I just keep remembering it that, when the channel started and how, it's really, I'm really pleased to have been part of all this. And thanks so much for giving me the opportunity to always come around. And I hope to see the channel grow even further in the coming years. Thank you so much, boss.
All right. Thank you so much, Kule. Thank you so much. Sinuke Oshegon, thanks so much, Sinuke.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me, sir.
Yeah, we want to see more of you as well too. At least I have a show called Just Because of Manchester United. I practically talk about Manchester, so I'll be inviting you. We could be rocking the show together. Thank you so much, Sinuke.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right, people. This is how far we can go tonight. I actually have took much of my still on point. Thank you so much, guys. People have already invested in us. So far, I've been able to gather over $110 at this moment. I'll be donating it to a charity right there in Nigeria, and my people on ground in Nigeria is going to display everything for us to see. Thank you so much, guys. That's been fantastic moments. I can't name names. All the ICB crew, all parts that have gone, that are still present, all for you. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. More to come as well too. YP as well. Congratulations on ICB. Thank you so much, darling. Thank you. And also, people, one love. I really appreciate you. Until same time next year, hopefully, God's willing. Yes, we'll be here again to promote ourselves. All right, shout out to all ISTV management, Ireti Adeniji, Topi Additional, all you guys. I love you guys. Thank you so much. And what else? We just have to praise God for everything. And also charge Him. Keep doing it. Bye for now, people. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you.